SOC exclusive.
Welcome to the Hear Me Out Network. Now, let's talk about it.
Say less. What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Dylan, or aka Dil Jung-un. Today we're talking about relationships. Some of y'all just toxic. Ooh, that didn't even make sense. Are some of y'all just toxic? Or y'all just don't know how to have a relationship? Let's talk about it.
This is an SOC exclusive.
What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? Hey man, hold up. Let's go. Oh wow. Oh wow. Uncle James, what's going on?
What up, OG?
Hey, man.
How you feeling?
Cool. Man, I feel good. I'm a bit excited about this
Bro, I just looked at it today, bro, and I feel like I deserve this, bro. I deserve this.
You know
I
what,
deserve
bro?
everything that's coming my way.
You know what? There's something I realized, bro. Let me tell you something.
You better say some bullshit, bro.
When it comes to lifting, it comes with gummy candy for James, bro. There's not one without the other, bro. I never seen James lift without having some form of gummy candy.
Bro,
Don't tell me I'm lying.
Marshawn, bro. I'm like Marshawn, bro. It keeps me going, bro. Like, it gives me a reason to work out again, bro.
I don't think you understand, bro.
Bro,
I don't think you understand, bro. Let me tell you something real quick, bro.
Look. You take this
we'll
right
be watching film, bro. We'll be watching film. And this man James got this bag of 7-Eleven gummy worms, bro. In the middle of film.
Why are you exposing me? Why are you exposing me?
Hey, it's just
That was like
listen,
4 years ago.
Listen, bro. To be honest, bro, if you don't have it, bro, if you don't have your candy, bro, I think that you're gonna perform pretty bad, actually, bro. Like, I think it's quite necessary.
I got my candy tonight, Dylan. So I'm with all the smoke tonight. All right.
Okay.
Hey, keep making that face. Mimi, keep doing your face too.
It's okay. It's okay. Hey,
Jay, I see you back there
that's
smiling.
really.
What's up?
Man, and let me introduce everybody now. Hey, let me finish the introductions.
That should calm down.
Pastor Willie, what's up, man?
Calm down.
I'm all right, bro.
But then I think Billy got an attitude, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You think he got attitude?
One bit. Since he got here, he hasn't smiled, bro. I think he has an attitude.
You see, he not even trying to release the smile.
Oh, you people need to stop boxing, bro. That's what it is, bro.
All right. Annabelle, welcome. There you go. Miss Cam, welcome to the show. Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, your volume.
Cam, you need to unmute yourself. You need to unmute your mic.
I'm going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb because, yeah.
Well, welcome to the show. Are you ready for some controversy?
Yeah. And thank you.
There you go. Mr. MK in 4K, Bowie State graduate. What's up, man?
Everything cool, man. Just living, maintaining. That's really it.
That's what's up. Hey, since she's throwing shade at you, I'm gonna go to her next. Miss Shay, it seemed like you didn't appreciate my man's introduction. What's up? Yeah, you, Miss Shay.
Oh, my bad, y'all. No, y'all had kind of like it went a little choppy there. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you is
like
choppy.
A couple of y'all was like, "What?"
It's your internet. You got some Comcast issues. You got some Comcast. You You need to fix that. You need some fiber optics. We don't do direct TV anymore.
I don't know
Okay.
what that is.
They don't have that in North Carolina, bro. Sure.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
Stop.
That's funny.
Hey, they be getting aluminum foil. They be using aluminum foil.
Dang, it ain't that bad down here. Anyway, what's up, y'all?
Oh, Miss Mimi, welcome to the show.
Hey.
Oh, that was. Oh, you sound like you're on bed rest.
Uh.
That was so like sad.
Hi.
Like, oh wow.
A little better for you.
Yeah, that was great. That was fantastic.
That made you smile. That made it tickled you. Tickled your face.
It made smirk. A little smirk, you know.
Mm.
James,
What
I
up?
think we got an interesting show tonight.
Yeah,
But before we start, welcome to the Hear Me Out Network. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, press the notification bells so you don't miss us the next time we go live. Yeah, and share the video because today, oh, we got some controversy for y'all today. So share the video. You know what I'm saying? And if you're in the comments, feel free to comment. We're gonna highlight it in the transition of every topic. But yeah, I think we're ready now. James, you got the Q&As ready for us?
I got some Q&As for you guys today. All right. So since we're on the topic of relationships, you know, I usually don't do this. All right. Since we're on the topic of relationships, got some interesting questions today. All right. I only got one interesting question about relationships. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Anyways, bro. First question of the day is, when is the right time to move on from an ended relationship? Because I know you could break up with somebody. You could break up with somebody, bro, and still communicate with them and still talk to them and stuff like that. Like certain things I understood. So when is the right time to completely like stop talking to her ass and move on and go get another? Willie, don't scrunch your face, bro, because I already know how you are, bro. They was with me, but I wasn't with them. They was with me, but I wasn't with them. You get shit, bro. So I already know. That's why he made his face like that. He told us, I never had to worry about that. He's so dumb, bro. Bro, look, I'm gonna let Mimi answer that first. Willie's having a little time. It was like I was gonna ask him, but Mimi, go ahead and answer that for me, please.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, my fault. I don't know. Like moving on, I think it just depends on whenever you're ready. Like you can move on immediately. Some people drag it on, but I think the sooner the better. So yeah.
The sooner the better.
Yeah.
That's rough.
I mean, like if you guys get to the point that you know that like there's just no like there's no point to like try to like prolong it, then why are you gonna just keep holding on to something? What's that for?
I don't know, bro. James keep pressing buttons.
My hands on the top
I
of my
can
head.
see both of James' hands.
Yeah, man.
I personally, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I personally feel as though that I feel like you should move on when you're ready to move on. And sometimes that takes spinning the block a few times. Like it takes going back a couple of times just so you can realize, oh yeah, I'm really done with this. But you should never, I mean, sometimes it's nice not to prolong it, but sometimes you have to experience it so you can learn the lesson from it. So I feel like in some situations, not in some situations, I just feel like you should move on when you feel like the time is right. Like there's no real like 1 month, 1 day type thing.
Can you stop using these foofy
Dylan, not
ass?
this time. Not this time.
Every
Not
5
again.
seconds,
We're not doing this again.
Give me an answer. I want to hear your answer, bro.
My
Let me hear
answer.
you do it. Stupid, bro.
Ugh.
You better say some bullshit, bro.
When is it the right time to move from an ended relationship? As soon as it's over. What you wasting time for? Come on now. Come on, you're a bachelor. Come on, go skedaddle in the streets. Come on, time is money. Just move
You
on.
deserve your ass,
You'll
bro.
be
You
all right.
deserve your ass, bro.
I already told y'all my story, bro. I already told
Hey,
y'all
my
my
friend,
story.
my
Listen,
friend,
listen.
my friend.
In the 8th grade, bro, my heart was broken and it turned me to man. listen,
So
listen,
time out.
bro. Listen,
Because
listen.
Cynthia
Bro,
from the 8th
No,
grade.
once you get your heart
bro.
broken, bro, you'll never be the same, bro.
It's
That's
I'll
correct.
never be the same with one
What is
heartbreak.
wrong with this guy,
Listen,
bro?
listen, bro. Just
Maybe you didn't be
listen,
good
listen,
enough at home, bro.
listen. To be honest, though, bro, like unless you have any plans on spinning the block, I mean, you just got to move on right away. Our body does not learn from what we think or say. Our body learns from behaviors. So just move on. You ain't gonna like it, but you will adjust.
Hey, let me tell you something from one of the commenters, all right? They told me to tell you that your jokes are not funny, bro. They are going through a heartbreak themselves, all right? So I'm gonna advise you, bro. Shut your dirty stinking mouth, bro.
They'll be all right. They'll be all right.
You,
They'll be all right.
bro. I don't want to hear anything come out that stinking mouth of your own, bro. Next person, bro. You're up. Cam.
Hey y'all. Okay, so when is the right time to move on from a relationship? I feel like after the healing stage. So just going back to like what all three of y'all said. So with me first saying that when you're ready to move on, and what Dylan I want to say said
Nah,
immediately,
it's Dil
and
Jong-un.
I'm sorry, Dil Jung Kun. Um, but is it Fayola or
Cam,
Fiola?
don't ever call him that. Don't call him that.
Fayola.
I don't look. I don't
His
know.
name is Dylan. Call him Dylan. Don't
And
call
when
him
she
that.
said like also with, I'm not gonna say spin a block, but sometimes like you're going back a few times, you gotta realize like as adults, me personally, I don't make excuses for no adults. That's just first and foremost. I feel like when you do spin the block, aka go back a couple of times, there is consequences that goes along with it. So, you know, you can't blame no one else for it. You wanted to go back, or you wanted to move on so quickly, because at the end of the day, when you move on so quickly, you're still carrying that burden and that heartbreak into another relationship, trying to get your mind off of the current relationship that you just came out of. So either way, your hurt is constantly being passed along person by person, and you want this person to deal with that person did to you. So when it's the right time to move on from a relationship, after the healing stage.
What do you feel like you have to do in the healing stage? Like, do you think that you should be alone and just like, I don't know, like, what do you think the healing stage consists of?
So with the healing stage for me, what I feel like is a lot of people, they tend to get lost into relationships. They tend to, put their all into that person, study that person, but not study themselves. So you have to know who you are before anybody else can tell you. You have to know who you are before any type of job, organization, relationship, friendship, whatever the case may be, before anybody else tells you. You have to know who you are. So regaining back your trust I'm sorry, not against, but with yourself, knowing who you are again, that's just the foundation right there. Doing things that you fell out of love with, um, you know, spending time talking, catching up with loved ones that you disconnected from, friendships that you disconnected from, because a lot of people tend to dead their friendships behind a nigga, and that just ain't it, or just a relationship. And I just feel like, it's
That's
a
normal.
balance thing. Hmm?
That's normal. People just
No,
be catching up
that
from their
shouldn't be.
families.
I feel like when it comes to relationship and friendships and family, like, you have to balance it, because at the end of the day, this person can leave you for dead, and you don't have no one to sit there and come back to, because you didn't pick the side. So again, this person can your person can up and leave you anytime they want, but then you want to come back to your friends like, oh, everything's all glitz and glam. Like, no, you have to learn how to balance. If you as an adult do not learn how to balance in this world called life, you're going to be lost. You have to learn how to balance your relationships, your friendships, and your family. You should not abandon them, because at the end of the day, adults need villages too. We do. We need people to fall back on. We need each other. So abandon your friends behind your significant other, that's just not it. And then you feel as though you can just come back whenever you want. And that's just not that.
So I got a question.
I agree.
Right? I got a question. How long does healing takes? Because listen, I give you a scenario, bro. The day y'all broke up or whatever like that. Because dating is not even real, so you just whatever.
Dylan's an NPC, bro.
Right?
Dylan's an NPC.
So so the day y'all break up, right? The next day, bro. You know what I'm saying? A fine girl. You know what I'm saying? Slides in your DMs or hit you up, be like, oh, hey, Dylan, I just haven't seen you in a while. Want to catch up. Make you a cool sandwich. I'm talking about it got avocados, lettuce. I'm talking. Look at what he made.
Yo, bro, get over the story,
bread.
Bro, everyone else has to answer. Nobody was
you still need healing after that? Listen, that woman could be your wife, the one for you. I'm heartbroken.
It doesn't mean you have to right into another relationship.
Right.
You can still
one at a
get to know her.
Yeah, don't just.
But you don't have to
be like jumping from one to
another. So you're trying to say you're gonna see a fine girl on the street, regardless of not healing. You're just gonna ask her out first time.
Dylan, that's why I say you're not listening, bro. Because if you're listening, bro, you will understand with healing.
First of all, don't grab your ears like that, because you see, you're triggering my traumas. You're triggering my traumas. Those are James. I go to therapy.
Something's doing this guy. This screaming like he's
I go to therapy with this. Don't hold your ears like that.
Okay,
I feel like healing. How does I feel like healing, especially since some things can be very traumatic. Breakups and stuff like that, and then sometimes it just don't. But I feel like healing takes a long process. Sometimes it could take a lifelong healing, depending on like what type of relationship you had with that person. And reason why I say that is because like when you come across a good person, I mean a really good person that's very genuine, and you fuck it up, you would never come across that again. I don't care, what this person may have, or how this person may look, or what this person may do. You would literally never come across that person again, and it's quite rare. But when actually it's not quite rare. I feel like women feel like it's just non-existent, but women actually fold men too, just like men can fold a woman. Women tend to fold a lot of good men.
They know it. They know it.
I think
let's not act like they don't know it. Let's not act like they don't know it.
So that's why I say the healing takes. Sometimes the healing does take a very long time, or sometimes a lifelong journey, depending on what it is that you went through in that relationship, how that relationship ended, because it's always going to be right there. Even if you move on, you're always gonna have some type of like piece of that person, especially if you and this person spiritually connected, aka sexually. And then we go to the next relationship, you're gonna start, how can I say it, you're gonna start realizing that you're taking on some type of development from that person onto the next person and not realize it.
Baggage.
Especially the person was toxic, and again, you two could be toxic for each other, so going hand in hand, but it's not.
What does that mean,
bro?
Toxic,
bro. Time out.
For each other.
Wait.
All right, James, let me let you rock.
Let me interrupt for 1 second, bro. I want everyone else to like answer the question as well, bro, because we're getting some good conversations here, but I want everyone else to share their opinions so that everyone can be heard. But Cam, you're saying some good things. Dylan obviously doesn't agree with you. Dylan doesn't agree with anyone. But let's hear what everyone
Listen,
else
she
has to
got
say.
some good points, bro. Calm down.
Yeah, Dylan, she's defeating you, bro. She made you turn your
I ain't
camera
that
off,
far
bro.
removed.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Uh-huh.
But those are some really good points. I agree with some of the things you said. Yeah. But let me give the mic to MK. Let me hear what you have to say about this, MK. When is the right time to move on from an ended relationship? Damn,
Man, really, it's all about, like they said, like, yo, I say work it at your own pace. If you gotta go ahead and get rid of that person quickly, pack them up, you know. If you gotta go ahead and move on quickly, do that. If you gotta go ahead and heal first, you know, stay away from relationships, stay to yourself, so that way you could just find out about like who you are as a person, what are you contributing to, or what are you planning on contributing to the next relationship. You know, like also like take time to recognize if there was like stuff that like maybe you were also at fault for the relationship ending. Like if there was like anything that like maybe you didn't really contribute enough time, or maybe you didn't really go ahead and like, you know, treat the person right, and like you took and like taking that time for like self-reflection, you know. And then also like, yo, if you gotta take a long time to like not want to go ahead and be with somebody, do that as well. But like neither answer is wrong, for real, for real. Like what Dylan said, like, yo, if you gotta do it immediately, do it immediately. Like, yes, that's pretty much it. Like you don't really gotta go ahead and like overthink it. Just take your time, know what you're doing, and just see if the process works for you.
All right. That's what's up, bro. There's a couple things you said that was cool. A couple things that I didn't agree with, but that's all right. Shay, what you got to say about that? Like, how do you feel about moving on in a relationship? What do you think? When do you think is the appropriate time for that? Shay.
Deandra, get off of mute.
It's no,
she's
y'all
lagging.
was loading. Y'all is loading.
Yo, why you
That's
bring out her
why.
government like that?
Her government?
That is
No,
very
don't
crazy.
say that. I don't like that.
MK, that is
Calling
very
me that
crazy.
manly name.
No.
Do not be calling me that manly name. My name is Shay. Thank you.
Oh, man.
Whatever it is.
I mean, you might as well spell it out too, right?
outlandish.
You just told us what's on her driver's license. What's her last name, MK?
Stop it.
No. No.
That's crazy, bro. But what do you have to say about it? What are your thoughts on this?
I mean, honestly, I'm gonna say for me personally, it take time. I'm still in that healing stage. I've been in that healing stage for almost 2 years now. I don't really care to be in a relationship with nobody right now. So don't be making faces. Don't be making faces. It's for me. It's for me because I realized what I said, like what Kim said. She said you gotta self-reflect. And what MK said, you gotta self-reflect on the things that you did wrong in the relationship. And that's what I did. And that's what I'm doing. But also I was the person that gave my all in that relationship. So I'm trying to refine myself. So if it's taken me 3 months, 2 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, I'm going to do that because I'm not interested in nobody. And that's just how it is. I don't see nobody like, oh, I'm gonna go, I want to be with this person. Like, no, like every person that I look at, I'm just like, no, I don't see nothing with you. I'm not gonna do it. I date for marriage. I don't date just to be out here having fun because that's a waste of time. But I'm looking to get married. I'm not looking to be just lolly la like, oh, I'm finna go fuck this person. No, I don't got time for that. I want to marry and I want kids. Like, I gotta go, and I'm on that path to that goal. And if I see that you're not on that path to that goal, then
I see.
First of all,
yeah.
First of all, my question is, what did these people do to y'all? 2 years?
Anyways, let's not let this delay.
2 years?
Just close your mouth there.
And counting.
I don't know what he was saying, bro, but we are not even going to entertain what he's talking about. And how do you feel?
Yeah, just
I said I'm 2 years and counting.
Oh no, we got you, Shay. We was talking about
Okay, bet.
Go ahead, Ann.
I was gonna say that I think the right time to move on from like a relationship, like it really, I don't know. It matters. It depends. What am I trying to say? It depends on the person. It depends on the person. It depends on the person. Am I lagging?
No.
Kind of. We can hear you now.
All right, hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Oh shit.
Give me 1 second. Dylan, you don't have to do that. I said give me 1 second. Dylan.
What?
Okay. I was saying that it depends on the person. I was saying that it depends on the person. Some people are able to move like that. Some people are not. It literally depends on the person. Now, do I think that it should be taking 2 years? No. No. I personally do not think it should be taking 2 years because I feel like, and I'll explain why. I feel like most people take these breakups really, really hard. And that's why like it takes they take so long like trying to get over this person because like people can be putting blame on themselves. People can be like just doing like basically like blaming themselves for the breakup and not understanding the fact that like we're human and we make mistakes. What is he doing? What is he even showing? Like all this is distraction. It's distraction. Oh. Anyways, like I was saying, I would say to take it easy on yourself. Because 2 years, girl, should not be taking 2 years. That's all I have to say.
Okay.
Well, in that 2 years, I was doubling back, doubling, tripling, quadrupling. So yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
so
but like I'm at the point where I'm done. So
Stand
That's why MK. That's
So
why MK.
question-
You chuckling
so
over there in that
response to
corner.
that. So response to that. What if the person was in a traumatic domestic violence relationship? And I mean, one relationship, they got out of it, healed, got into another relationship, domestic violence again. You don't think it would take 2 years or more?
Well, that's taking it to the extreme. So of course, if it's
Therapy.
it'll take more than 2 years. That's because that's an extreme like condition. That's wild.
Yeah, seriously.
All right. But no, that was well said. And once again, you said some good things, but I also disagree with some things you said. So that's cool. I don't want to hear anything right now. Thank you.
Okay. No, it's good.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you. Sue, this nigga's on the phone. You're not gonna answer. I don't care. Nonsense. Anyways, Willie, you think you was gonna duck me, bro? I'm not in a relationship with them. They're in a relationship with me.
Stop it.
Bro, you're giving me future vibes, bro, and it's okay.
Stop it. Stop
You're
it.
the type of guy to break up with a girl on their birthday just so they never forget that moment, bro.
Stop.
That's not like what you do, bro.
Oh,
he is a sweetheart. Don't come for him like that.
I really think I'm a criminal, bro.
That's what I'm saying. He's so sweet.
Hey man, I wouldn't put it past you.
Man, you better fly it past me,
bro. I think Willie's that guy. Willie, what's your take on this, bro? So I could give mine and then run it up.
Okay, the right time to move on from an ended relationship. Can we redefine or not redefine? Can we define what move on means?
Bro, like you done with this person, bro. Like there's no like relationship with them. I could talk and be friends, but there's no like going back to them.
Oh, okay. Okay, so then okay, that's clear then. Well, if there's no going back to them, then
Goodness.
I would oof. Oh no.
Oh, bro, my bad, bro. Bro, the Natty's on right now, bro. That's me. That's me. That's the championship. The college football, bro. That's me. I'm like Vinci right now.
Okay, moving on and never coming back. I think I might have to go with Cam on this one to say that I think it depends on your level of maturity because depending on depending on how mature you are. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Let's see, we get this guy out of here, bro.
My goodness. But yeah, depending on where you're at in your maturity and all that stuff, it will determine how, quote unquote, how good your judgment is. So what Fayola was saying, I believe that for somebody who maybe doesn't have the best judgment, they got to spin back a couple times before they really know. But for somebody who's maybe been through it before, who understands themselves and understands, quote unquote, the other person, then they know after that first time that they did the merry-go-round, it's like, all right, bro, that's it. No more, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because if we at least using your definition of move on, if we break up and I'm like done with you and we never speak again, like off rip, dang, something bad must have happened, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh my goodness.
Right.
Like you have to have like killed a pet or something. Like I don't know. Like he's got to be
Killed a pet, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Like what could they have possibly done that was that bad? Like, ooh. Anyway,
you, bro.
Remind me, bro. But yeah, so yeah. That's my answer though. I think it really depends on your maturity level, but if you have an understanding of who you are and all that stuff, then once you've gone through it, you should know how it is with that person, and you should just be able to act accordingly. So
yeah, man, I pretty much agree with you, bro. It really depends, bro, because as we say, man, time heals, and if I'm with you, and I know how I feel for you, like I mean, I'm agree with Shay for like I'm not dating just to be out here just be playing around and like wasting my time and shit. If I wanted to waste my time,
you are. Yes, you are.
Huh?
Yes, you are.
That's why no one loves you, bro. But that's all right. Anyways, like I'm not gonna be out here. Like, I'm not about to be out here, bro. See you casting spells and shit, and bro, my spirit rejects that. Bro, I'm cool, dude. I'm cool, bro. But yeah, like it takes time for certain wounds to heal, bro. Like, fuck it. We broke up. I might have just tore my ACL, bro. 9 months. It might take me longer than that, bro. Because everything hits differently.
What?
Everything hits differently, bro. So I don't know. It takes.
Bruh, James.
Are you talking while I'm talking, bro?
No, I'm sorry. My bad. I meant to do this right here.
Yeah, spit to the incantation again, bro. Bro, get this to bro. You're done. Get him out, bro. Anyways, bro, like I said, bro, time heals, bro. So whenever it depends on that when the right time is for that person, bro. Because everyone's different. You could be a type of person you could be together for 2 years and not give a fuck, bro. Because in your mind, you know that you could bounce back and you could do all this other stuff. But like everyone is different. So if it takes a while for you to want to go, like you don't have to go back to that person and still move on. You can know what's right for you. You can know what's best for you, and you can know like what you're like. You can know what you want to do with your life, but you're just not ready to take that step yet. So that's pretty much how I feel about that. But sure, let's hear whatever you got to say, bro. Because obviously you wanted to hold everyone up. If you don't want to talk, bro, I'll continue.
You talking to me?
My business. No, is your name Sue?
Bro, you didn't say my name.
You ain't saying my name.
You did not even say my name.
I didn't say your name, bro.
Bro, chill out, bro. Chill,
Bro, go ahead,
bro.
Go ahead.
I was on the phone with my dentist.
Bro, something's wrong with you, bro.
Why you on the phone to your dentist at 9:17?
Bro, that's the no. What you should be asking.
You guys are lying, bro. See, this is why women think black men be cheating, bro. That's why women think we cheat, bro. Because these lousy excuses.
Bro, look at my Colgate smile, homies. Are you kidding me, bro? Like, who else am I gonna be on the phone with?
Bro, what?
Literally anyone.
Justify this.
Literally anyone. Literally. Pick any name, bro. I think that would make more sense, bro.
Hey, look. Listen. My teeth gonna stay like this. Your teeth could look like this. I don't know what your teeth look like. For me. But it is what it is. When is it time to move on from a relationship? There was a Tyler Perry movie by the name of Why Did I Get Married? You know what I'm saying? Every couple was on the verge of divorce. You feel me? And then Madea, she went ahead and said, write up these pros, write up these cons, bro. If it's more pros than cons, then leave. It's time to go. You know what I mean? So
You mean the opposite of that?
If the cons outweigh the pros, yeah, it's time to go. Not to me, you suck Tito. But funny. It is what it is. Yeah, you not sucking your teeth at me? That's what I said. I wasn't speaking English though. Anyway, bro, for me. Yeah, that's it for the most part. I remember after every game, you feel me? We came in that Saturday morning. We went back to the drawing board and we reflected. For me, we saw what we did right and we saw what we did wrong. You know what I mean? And we thought back to those moments. We thought back to what we was thinking in those moments. We thought about what we felt in those moments. And ultimately what made our brain send the impulse from our brain to that part of our bodies to make us take that step. You feel me?
I have a question.
What made us, you feel me? Why is she talking when I'm talking?
I'm not talking when you're talking. Like I'm thinking.
It's a recurring theme with you, bro.
Just keep going.
It's a recurring theme with you, bro.
Fiola, you are right. You are in your right. What you are doing, you're
You just wanted me to talk, and so I don't even know what you
I
doing.
thought you were done, Sue. You take these long pauses when you speak. Did you want to continue?
Bro, listen.
You see what I mean? That like that long ass pause.
Nah, I took that joke for you. That joke was for you.
I have a question.
I
want to
that
ask.
joke is for you. What do you want, bro? What do you want?
What do you guys feel like? How do you know if you should end a relationship? Like, how do you know if it's like something you should work on versus?
You see what I mean? This is why I take the long pauses, bro. Because I literally just answered her question like 30 seconds back. I just answered her question. She listened to what I said.
She low-key did.
I don't listen when you speak.
That's why I talk slow. I talk slow. I realize I'm not responsible for your levels of comprehension. I am not responsible,
faster.
You feel me?
I would comprehend it more than you talking slow. When you talk slow, you lose me. I'm just like, I can't keep up with you because you're going so slow.
So you sent her to the abyss.
Bro, what?
That's
a paradox. That's a literal paradox. When somebody says you can't keep up with somebody else, when somebody says you cannot keep up with somebody else, that means that other person is going faster than they can comprehend or catch up with, bro. I am going slower. How can you possibly not keep up with me?
Sometimes things move in a spiral. Anyways, what I'm saying is you're talking so slow that I'm zoning out. Like, if you would talk quicker and wrap it up like faster, I
So
would
you need
stay
Adderall.
with you. Maybe
So
I
you need
do.
Adderall. That's what you're saying.
Maybe
Me
I do.
personally, I would not allow that. I would not be. I wouldn't let Fayola talk to me like that, bro. That's just
Bro,
me.
she need Adderall, bro. That's what you're saying.
Maybe.
I'm just messing with
But also quicker. But can y'all answer my question? And I saw Ann raised her hand. I saw Cam raised her hand.
Well,
Oh, yeah, you can go.
What's your question?
See,
My bad. I wasn't here.
Okay.
Huh?
My question was, how do you know when it's like a relationship you should fight for or like you shouldn't end?
Oh,
that was my question. How do you know if you should let it or if you should move on? I don't know. I'm sorry, I really wasn't listening, Sue. Next time I will.
Well, I don't know if Cam wants to go first or if I would, but my opinion, based on experience, okay, Dylan, stop. Okay, my experience, I feel like it depends on literally like if you're not at peace, like I know it seems like plain, but like if you are actually trying to make it work, trying to put the effort to make it work, you know, but still you're not at peace. Like you just something is still you're still not getting the results that you are expecting from the person after putting in your effort after effort after effort. You're still not seeing results and you're not at peace. That's when you should, because you should always be at peace in your relationship. If you're not at peace, if your heart is not still in that relationship, you will suffer. Why should you suffer yourself? As a woman, we don't suffer ourselves in this. So yeah.
For the gentleman, I'm sure Sue will agree with this.
No, absolutely.
If you're not at peace,
wants to speak,
just add another one.
Absolutely.
I feel like it's when.
Hey, Wool, wait a minute. You trying to get me in trouble, boy. What are you doing? That was a
I ain't doing nothing.
Can we stop interrupting this kind girl? She wants to speak.
How y'all interrupted?
Oh yeah, kind girl,
Hey,
please
y'all.
speak.
How you interrupted these kind gentlemen?
No, we can interrupt. We don't have respect for you guys, but let the girl speak.
Hey, y'all, it's me again. So I feel like when should you like save the relationship? You know, aka try to fix it or just end it. I feel like your spirit is definitely gonna tell you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your spirit is definitely gonna tell you. The signs is definitely gonna tell you. The minute you ignore those signs, things are gonna go left.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna suffer. You know, there's gonna be consequences that you're gonna have to deal with. There's gonna be consequences that you're going to have to try to get yourself out of. That you have fought your way to stay out of. So, you know, your spirit is definitely going to tell you. Your body is definitely going to tell you. Your body is definitely going to start telling you that. Like when something is interrupting your body internally, the person just has to go. Because you notice when people, they get into these relationships and, you know, they start being depressed, like, or marriages, they start being depressed. Hair start coming out and stuff like that. That's your body telling you, like, you have stress on top of stress on top of stress.
Yeah.
So I don't think nothing right then and there needs to be saved at all.
It's true.
Alrighty. Miss B.
Yes.
We're gonna end it off with you.
Okay. Like I was saying, I think my bad. I want to turn my camera on.
Oh.
No, but I think relationships are. I just got off work. All right, back to work. I just got off work. But I think any relationship is gradual. You know, like little by little. You know, maybe the person may grow apart from the other, or you know, it's usually certain things because we're all growing and we're all reaching to. We're all growing, even in marriage. Like marriage, the two individuals are growing, but together in union. Um, but um, but just to not over talk or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm not. But yeah, I think that relationships they end gradually.
I felt that.
I can agree too. Yeah.
They do start to fizzle towards the end.
All right, that's some good
Yeah.
That's some good talk. That's some good talk. I like that.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you got
that door open. That thing. Oh, it spawned some old memories deep down. Oh, doors open. I never met so many crackheads in my life. Oh, anyways.
Bro, you gotta relax. What's wrong with you?
What?
You want the second question, bro? I think it'd be quicker, bro.
Second question?
Yeah, it's kind of essential, bro. So
let's do it.
Just do the thing.
I don't know what you said, but I'm just gonna act like I didn't hear you. So the second question was, well, it is, if you were to not exist today, as in check out, would you be content with your life?
Absolutely not.
Well, why is that?
Why?
Yeah, just like answer it real quick and then.
Better watch yourself. But
Come
anyways,
on, bro. Look.
just becoming the I will answer the question. Oh,
start calming down.
Anyways,
it's 2023. I don't argue with women. I'm sorry. Anywho, next. What's that?
Bring Ann back.
Fayla, we can get the boot.
Bring her back now. Girl power.
Fayla, Wallahi, you next.
Bring her back.
Wallahi, you next. Wallahi. Hey. Praise to Allah.
That's crazy. I don't have to be doing that.
See what I mean?
Damn,
Like,
took me out too. Goddamn.
Like flies. Like flies.
I know.
Like mosquitoes,
I'm sorry.
bro.
I was just messing around, but you know.
They go punish you.
Are you silencing women, James? Are you silencing women?
No.
Is that what we're doing?
James, your true colors are showing. Your true colors are showing. I've been trying to tell y'all about this, man. Y'all didn't want to believe me.
I was joking, bro. I don't know why y'all behaving like this, but okay.
Behaving
put that to knuckles
like
down.
we're animals?
Huh?
Wow, James. Are you serious?
What did you just say?
Did you say the way we're behaving like we're animals?
You relax, bro. I didn't call you no animal, bro. Look, where's Ann, bro? Why did she leave?
Because you
Bruh.
you just booted her.
It is what it is, bro.
You know what? You can't see what I think. It doesn't matter. Fayla, can you answer the question for me, please?
Okay. No. Did y'all put Ann backstage or y'all bringing her back?
No. She's not.
Do you want to join her?
Okay.
Don't
Anyway,
bucket me.
if you were to not exist today, would you be content with your life? If I were to not exist today, I would be pretty content with my life. I feel like at the end of the day, I'm living fully in my life, and I don't know. I'm always moving from my heart. I'm always doing what I feel called to do, rather than like doing what everybody else wants me to do or what society tells me to do. I'm really just living a full life, and I'm present. Like the world could end tomorrow, and I'd be fine because I'm living my life fully at this moment. And when you're on your deathbed, you're gonna regret the things that you didn't do more than the things that you did do. So I'm doing things. So I'm proud of myself, and I'm content with my life.
All right, that's a good answer. All right.
Bro, if the world ended tomorrow, bro, you would have an Adderall overdose, bro. That's how, bro.
I think I'm sick of you.
You see how I just like
That didn't even make sense. See, you don't make sense.
All right,
see, the first time I said something fast, it didn't make sense.
Well, I mean, that really didn't. But...
All right, bro. You're not even about to do all that, bro.
Okay, I'll go.
Go ahead.
Would I be content with my life if the world was not if the world, but like if I was to die today? Just think back what she just said. I think, yeah, it may not be to the fullest, but I feel like, a trying person is everything. You're trying, new things. Like you're actually putting forth the effort to live the life that you want to live, not for anyone else. It don't have to be, materialistic and everything. Like, you're doing this for you. May not be exactly where you're at, but if you're trying, like I said, trying person's everything. So if you're trying, you're all, then I feel like that's, that means a lot. And, you also got to think of life outside of yourself. And I feel like, I don't know anyone's belief system, but, I feel like God has put me on this earth to do as I am pleased to do, do as I'm pleased to do. And, not just for myself, but for other people as well. So, yeah, would I be content with my life? I think yes.
All right, that's good. That's what's up. Hey, Ann. Oh, damn, I think she's mad, bro. Ann. All right, bro, she's not answering.
Yes.
You want to answer the question? I was just messing with you.
I was gonna say that I would not be satisfied because I just haven't reached where I want to be in life.
I feel that. So do you feel like you're holding yourself back? Like, do you think like obviously everyone has like a plan for themselves, and everyone has a goal to accomplish and things like that. So
no, I'm not holding myself back. It's just I'm very young, so there's a lot of time. I have a lot of time to grow. I have a lot of time to reach my goals. So if I were to die now, I would die before I even get a chance to walk in everything I've been called to walk in.
Okay, that's a good answer. MK.
Man, if I died today, I wouldn't be satisfied. I mean, same thing with Anson. Like, I'm just not satisfied on like where I'm at right now. Like, even though like yes, I did accomplish a couple goals, graduating college and everything, but like now I'm like, okay, I'm fully growing into adulthood where I haven't accomplished anything yet of what I want to go ahead and get out the way as an adult now. So it's like I can't live with the fact that I'm gonna die today knowing that I ain't really get to live for real. You feel me? So yeah.
Okay, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. I guess we can hear Sue's mouth, bro. See, how you feel about that? What's your answer?
You don't want to hit me? You ain't gonna hit me, Slim. Feel me?
Okay.
You tired of my pauses? It's cool. Feel me?
All right. Hey Shay, Shay, what's your answer to this question?
I say no because it's places that I want to step foot on. Like I've only accomplished like maybe going out of the country once. I still want to experience being able to, find my ancestors, go travel, go see. Like my biggest goal for next year is to go to Africa, and I plan on doing that. So no, not even close.
I feel you.
Yeah, how was the weather?
Huh?
How was the weather?
I went to Aruba. The weather was amazing.
Oh, word? That's nice.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I got a tan.
Small talk.
That's all right. All right. Mimi, go ahead and answer that question for me, right? Let's get through these and let's get into the actual topic for today. All right.
Honestly, no, I wouldn't be content. Yeah, because there's just so much to life, and like if it were just to like all end now, I'd be like, what's that word? Suffice? No. Is it the word?
Suffice.
Yeah, suffice. Yeah, okay. I'd be okay with the things that I have done. Like I'd be okay with it. Like, you feel me? Like it's high, but like just no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey James. I changed my mind, bro. I want to speak, bro.
All right, bro. Go ahead, bro. man of many
I ain't going.
opportunities.
I ain't going to lie to you. If I die today, I won't be content. I won't be content until you are backstage.
James.
For me, like it's
James, you gonna let me
This person, y'all need to stop
way
doing
how I
this.
can die, bro.
It's
Way.
nothing. Bro, I'm gonna just kick you from the studio itself. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have, if I can ban you. You know I can ban you.
What?
I can ban you.
Hey,
Word.
we need Jesus in this life, bro.
You're not gonna ban you, bro.
Nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Oh,
You feel me? It's
oh,
nothing.
all you prayer warriors,
Let's go.
assemble. Prayer warriors, assemble. Oh goodness.
And witchcraft, but don't worry about it. Bro.
Yeah.
Nah, for real, answer that question right quick. Let's see.
Nah. For me, same thing across the board. Under no circumstance, I'm pretty sure like no 19-year-old young male hasn't even reached the prime of his life. I'm pretty sure most of us we not satisfied right now. There's a lot of things we want to get done. You feel me? So now I'm not content. You know what I'm saying? You can Google me now, but can't really, not gonna be too many matches. It's not as many matches as I want for real. You know what I mean?
Right.
So nah, I won't be
content. That's what's up, bro. I feel that, bro. I feel that. Belinda, do you want to answer this question?
I think I would be content. I think because yes, there's a lot of things to experience, a lot of things to do, but I'm I like there's
Alrighty, so y'all just gonna pretend like y'all could hear her? Oh, y'all just gonna pretend like y'all could just understand what she's saying? Like it's I'm buffering. Well, I'm sorry, but we can't hear you. No, you've been sounding like Transformers this whole time. Been sounding like Bumblebee or the box.
Huh?
Oh lordy.
Go ahead.
Okay, I said I think I would be content if I was to die tomorrow or if the world would end tomorrow.
Okay, that's what's up. Dylan?
Yeah, I'll be content. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Waterfall. But I would definitely be content. You know what I'm saying? I think I've done like not for like prize stuff, but I think I've done far more than many people my age. I've built great relationships. I've done great things. And again, I said my funeral, the entirety of it needs to be filmed because it will be hilarious. Like I need to sell it to Netflix because the requirements I will have for my funeral will be too funny. And I want to be in heaven looking at my funeral and be having a blast. So I'll be very content.
I heard this quote that was like, it was like, celebrate my life, don't mourn my death. And I feel like that's what you mean.
Nice.
Celebrate.
I don't want people to bring like flowers and stuff.
All right.
But it's like
and especially this is one thing I've always said. If I turn into a vegetable, pull the plug. If half of my face don't work, pull the plug. I'm just
all right, bro. All right, that's enough, bro.
Pull the plug.
Yep.
Pull the plug, please.
That's enough.
Please.
That's enough.
I don't want to be right into tablets to communicate.
Dylan. That's enough.
Thank you.
Stage left, please.
Right.
Dylan, that's enough.
That man just wrote out his will.
Pretty much.
Okay, right. Don't need that shit right now, man. Stop egging this man on. Stop, bro.
Be self-explanatory.
Bro, stop, bro. Oh my god, bro. Dylan, you can get canceled from the whole entire United States, you know that, right?
Bro.
Dil Jong-un.
What did I say that was wrong? What I said that was wrong?
Bro. Don't fight me, bro.
You just made fun of people.
No, stop.
I didn't make fun of anything.
Well, you
I
reenact.
made fun of myself.
But you
If
reenact.
that's how you took it, that's between you and God.
No, but I'm saying what's wrong with it is that you
Bro,
reenact.
Dylan, you need your ass whooped, bro.
That's how I would look because it's my face.
Yeah,
It's my face.
People in the world who look like that. It's like making fun of somebody who's disabled.
No, so you tell people in the world look like me, it's my face.
It doesn't look like that. Your face.
I said if my face looks like this, pull the plug.
Yeah, but you were reenacting somebody who's like a vegetable.
She finally got her. She
I'm
finally
just saying, Dylan. I'm not.
got her Adderall prescription.
Hold on, Willie. What you
All
say?
right, bro.
If you send me backstage, you going right with me.
Jump into the question.
Hold on, let Willie speak. Let Willie speak. I want to hear what Willie said. Go ahead, Willie.
I'm just saying, I don't know about the rest of y'all, bro, but Dylan look like this right now.
Yeah, me too.
No way. Hey.
That's God, bro. That's God basically signifying that he don't like ugly, bro. You're definitely that.
Bro, as you
Anywho's, bro. I'm gonna answer really quick, and then we're gonna move on to the main topic of today, man. We got to get right into a lot of controversy tonight, all right? But I personally would say that I'm kind of stuck in the middle. I feel like as far as where I am in my life spiritually, I'm content with, to the point that I can die and know that that I can achieve whatever goals I've set for like the afterlife, where I want to go, heaven, I guess, right? But as far as like who I am on this earth and like the goals that I wanted to accomplish, I mean, I've done a lot. I've accomplished a lot of goals that I didn't expect to accomplish, but there's a lot more. Like, you know, there's a lot more things I want to do. There's a lot more things that I want to accomplish on the earth. Not that I'm going to get or take or do anything with them after I die, but I just want to see where I could go with things, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's Q&A, man. If you guys are just joining in the live right now, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share it with everybody. Eventually, share, say your grandmother, your aunties, everybody. But share with everybody, and like I said, it's gonna be a lot of controversy tonight. So I'm gonna pass the mic back over to Dil Jong-un and let Dil rock out.
Alrighty, now that my camera is off, it's good that we kind of ended off the Q&As with some controversy, because listen, bro, y'all trying to tell me what to do with my face. Anyways, relationships, why don't they work? So we're gonna start off with some questions. Alrighty. Matter of fact, James, I'm gonna skip the first one. You know what I'm saying? Because we already rolling. You know what I'm saying. What do men and women do that ruin most relationships?
Cheat.
What do men and women do? And it can be different for each. Shay a little too excited, so Shay, you could go ahead.
Man, listening, bringing outside people into your relationship. If you got an issue with, and between y'all two, stop. But if you got an issue and it's between y'all two, that means y'all two need to fix it. Don't be bringing no outside people into y'all's relationship. That ain't got shit to do with them. Excuse my language. I don't care. But like, that's really what be pissing me off. Because I don't care if we getting ready to fix this shit. What do Lauren got to do with any of this? Lauren ain't got shit to do with any of this. It's between us. I'm just saying. I'm not saying a name. I'm just saying a random name.
Lauren, call me.
I'm not naming nobody.
Be your lawyer.
Should I have said Susan? Should I have said Susan or something? But I'm just putting a name out there. I'm not naming nobody. I promise I'm not name dropping. I'm just saying. But yeah. Don't be bringing outside people into the relationship. Period.
Respect. Yo. That's crazy.
What?
Laughing like this.
I
That's
wasn't
Hey.
name dropping nobody. I promise on my life, I wasn't name
This
dropping
man be
nobody.
having a blast laughing. Nah,
Can
okay,
somebody
what you
call
gotta
Lauren
say?
and check on her, please? Somebody please check on Lauren, please. I'm worried about her.
I mean, I ain't gonna.
Worried about who?
And the devil is alive, boo.
What happened? Who are you worried about, Willie?
The
I'm
devil
worried
is
about Lauren, bro. Because whoever she is, bro, she just got a slap.
There is no Lauren. I'm just naming a name.
Nah, we
Huh?
gotta go to your Instagram,
Okay.
do some cross
There is no
references.
Lauren. I promise.
We
I don't
gotta
know
figure out who
nobody
Lawrence
named
is.
Lauren.
Yeah, bro. Her
Okay,
name
bro.
Nobody.
Laura.
Okay, go ahead, man. Let's
Wait,
hear from
what?
you, man.
Her name like
Let's hear from you.
Letitia or something, bro.
Man, really like some of the things is like one cheating for once. Like yeah, Shay got it with the bringing outsiders into your relationship, and then the other is like comparing, like people
Okay,
that
hold
be
on, hold on,
doing.
hold on, hold on. I don't mean to cut you off, but let's do it like this. What do men do and what women do?
What do men do?
Mhm.
Men, it's the same thing for both sides, cheating. But for men need to like wait. Okay, so like for men, it's more of just not really like providing that time for your significant other. Like I mean, obviously, if you wanted to be with that person, you won't like give them that time. Like to do like interesting things. Like take them out on dates or like just chill with them, talk out like what you're going through. If there's things that are in the relationship that you need to go ahead and work on, or like you need to talk out and see like where your relationship is at, do that. But that's just the thing. Like we're not really like as communicative as much as well. So that's also one thing that also like kind of like ruins the relationship because like we don't really talk out like certain issues as much, And then for women, sheesh. Honestly, for women is much more of like I feel like the thing is like comparing for real. Like always trying to compare your relationship to someone else's, or like trying to compare a lifestyle that someone else is living to your lifestyle. It's like, bro, like that right there is like a big ruiner right there. Like don't try to compare what we got going on to what our friends is going through, or like what anybody else, or like what these celebrities, the way they living. Like just know like, yo, we average regular people. Like maybe we could get there to that status, but we not there. So let's go ahead and deal with the stuff that we're able to go ahead and control. You feel me? So yeah. That's all I got to say.
All righty. Let's see. Miss Cam,
Hey y'all, hey.
what do men and
Mhm.
women do
that.
in most relationships?
So everyone that spoke, right, I can definitely agree with what everyone said, especially Moses. Well, MK. So I feel like
The government.
sorry, y'all. Sorry. So I'm gonna do men and women, and then I'm gonna just do both. So men, a lot of times, our black men, yes, our black men, they tend to have a lot of trauma, communication skills. They grew up in you all grew up in a household where communication just lacks. It's like you're not an adult, so you don't have a say so in this and the third. So when they grow up and get into these relationships, they shut out, certain topics. Sometimes it can bring them back. So I feel like, what men tend to do is ruin, like, how can I say it? What men tend to do to ruin a relationship is like not being compassionate enough, really. feel like they have to lie. You know, not all, but like, you know, feel like they have to lie and hide things because that's the typical norm of what they were doing so long, especially when they grew up. So it's like, you know, as they're older now, they've been doing it for so long. So it's just a repeated cycle that they just can't handle. Women too, but more so men. Women, just like MK said, you know, a lot of comparison. You know, this is my thing. Stop trying to live beyond your means. I feel like people get into these relationships and they just be in it for the aesthetics. Like, no, it takes work. It takes some nights of crying. You know, it takes some sacrifices, all that. So I feel like what people tend to ruin is they want XYZ like everybody on Instagram, but not knowing how these people are getting it. Excuse my French, but this girl or these two couple, they probably be out here scamming. Like they did the PPP loan, or God forbid, she's out here fucking for the money. So, you know, you never know how people are getting it, you know, and what they are doing to maintain that. So, you know, stop trying to compare your life and your relationship to what you see on the internet or what someone else tell you. Like, I feel like in your relationships, just move at your own pace, you know. Like MK said, you know, if y'all get there, y'all get there. You know, if y'all don't, y'all don't. But, you know, again, a lot of these relationships is not even authentic. If we keeping it a buck, it's not authentic and it's not gonna last. So,
because they fake.
yeah, a lot of them are actually fake.
All of them.
I feel like a lot of them are fake. You know,
every one of them. All of them.
And you know, I also feel like, you know, what else, which is so big on ruining relationships, is people taking heed of everything that other people are saying because it sounds good, but they're not really articulating or they're not really comprehending of, you know, what it may be, because it's actually deeper than the surface. So, yeah, you know, the whole 50-50, I just feel like that's, excuse my friend, I just feel like that's some bullshit. We're not rich. Nobody here is rich. Again, marriage and relationship, it takes work. Help each other out. Don't nobody want to be a slave to nobody. Nobody shouldn't be a slave to nobody. So yeah, you know, fairness. And yeah, just stop trying to compare your life and your relationship. And that's where you fuck up at. You will never have anything to last if you do that. Stay in your lane. You're doing fine. Your relationship is doing fine. Stay in your lane. I'm done.
I want to answer. I feel like what men do, let's start with men. I feel like when it comes to what men do that ruin most relationships is obviously cheat. I know we can say that on both sides, but I will say cheating. What else? I feel like not healing from like their traumas and stuff is definitely a big thing. Like I feel like a lot of men don't do like self-work or self-reflection. Because I feel like men are just really, I'm not saying all men, but I think a lot of men are really disconnected from their emotions, and they like suppress a lot, and that comes out in relationships, especially like childhood trauma and stuff. And then what else? There was one more thing I was gonna say. Oh, and the communicating thing. I'm not done. Then the communicating thing too, like not. I've noticed that a lot of men shut down when it's like something that the woman is bringing up or whatever. And it could be on both sides, but like I'm talking about men right now. And then for women, I feel like one thing women do that ruins relationships is assumptions, like assuming they know like what the guy is thinking and assuming a lot of assumptions. What else? And I could say communication for women too. Like a lot of women do shut down, or like they'll cry, or like they'll just, I don't know, they like lash out, stuff like that. I'm not gonna say cheating for women, but I guess it's there too. And yeah. Do you think Dylan? You said something.
Yeah.
Yo.
No.
All right. Well, Dylan didn't know he wasn't muted. Anyways,
Wait, hold on. I had a question for Phil. And I guess it could kind of quickly go through everyone. Do y'all think that most men have traumas?
Yeah.
I think a good amount do, especially like men who like grow up in like the hood. Like I feel like they have a lot of trauma.
I mean, in totality of all men. So you could say all men in the U.S. or all men in the world, whether context you want to use, you guys think that most men have trauma?
Yes.
Yeah, and I feel like most people in the whole world have trauma. I feel like everybody has some degree of trauma. It may not be to the highest extent, but
so MK, you think
somewhere
more men have trauma than women?
Yes, heavily.
I feel like it depends.
Yeah,
Nah. Like heavily, is more men like if you
I feel
really look.
like society expects so much out of men. You know,
Yeah, that's
I feel like they expect so much out of men, so that right there is a burden as well, which is also.
I mean, they're
traumatic.
supposed to.
I feel like you can't say that it's more or less. I feel like there's different degrees to trauma. Like women go through a lot of stuff and we're more vocal about it. Men go through a lot of stuff and they're not vocal about it. But I don't think you can say like, oh, men have more trauma or women. There's a woman out there who has more trauma than a man out there. Like you can't.
Yeah.
Okay, I ain't talking about the quality of the trauma. I'm talking about
you can't
talking
measure
about numbers.
You can't
measure. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not talking about how much trauma. Listen, I'm not talking about how much trauma each individual have. I'm saying from it could be one small trauma to a big trauma. Who has more trauma in general?
But that's what I'm saying.
So
even like the quality of the trauma, like, oh, is this worse? Like you can't measure that.
No, what I'm saying is, okay.
I get what he's saying though.
Like someone can have just PTSD, but someone can have PTSD. They can have substance abuse problems. They can have so on added. You know what I'm saying? I'm not considering that. I'm just saying pure trauma in general. Whether you have one type of trauma or you have like 10 type of traumas, just trauma in general. You think men have more? Most men.
In a way, yeah, especially if you've been grown up in like a single parent home. So it's like it's already traumatic right then and there because the mother looks at the son as the man of the house, or in most cases they don't realize it, but the mother looks at their son as if
are most men in single family homes
their
man.
Wait.
So I would say yes.
Wait, Dylan. Hold on, wait. Sorry for cutting. Dylan, I think I get what you're trying to say, bro. I think it all depends on the level of what someone considers trauma, bro. Because
that too.
Because listen to this: if there's a child who sees that his mother and father are not getting along, and his father does see his and he sees that they're not getting along, and he understands what it is, and they just happen to not be together, and he doesn't consider that trauma for him, but he considers that a benefit so that both people are happy in their lives and there is nothing that escalates past that level of just not agreeing and not getting together. It's not trauma. Just because your parents don't live together or aren't together means it's trauma. Like there's a lot of situations that change or that it really depends on the person, bro.
Can I say something? Sorry, just about trauma in general.
Go ahead.
Sorry, James.
Not you saying just about general.
But anyways, I just mean like trauma just means you were traumatized by something. Like trauma doesn't have to be like, you can be traumatized from getting bullied. You can be traumatized from your parents getting a divorce. It just means like it had a deep, profound like impact on you.
Yeah.
Cool.
So anything can really
the reason I'm asking is
that brings me to this though. When women sit down and say, "Oh, men have a lot of trauma, men have this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah," sometimes the things that you guys think that affect us don't affect us.
But sometimes things that sometimes things do affect you.
Ooh, and once you look, and I'm not saying that you haven't found that guy, or like someone hasn't found that woman. But once you find that guy that is open with you, and that'll tell you about like the things that have affected him, that doesn't mean like you would know. But there's a lot of people who aren't.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people who are not affected by the things that happen around them. That doesn't mean they're emotionless. That doesn't mean that they don't care about shit, or that doesn't mean they don't want to talk about anything. But some people go through things and don't see the severity of it. Whereas another person could go through the same thing, bro, and their world could literally be crashing out.
Yeah. Can I say something about that?
Look, I don't agree with you guys. I don't disagree with you guys.
Yeah, sometimes people just like it. Sometimes people are just immune to trauma. That it sometimes just no longer affects them because they just always like.
I wouldn't say that.
For the worst, but they expect the worst in a sense.
I wouldn't say that. This is the thing. right? Because this conversation, each time we talk about trauma, I feel like it's very limited. And the question we never ask is how. Like we are so okay and normal with things being bad and never ask how. How is it that certain people don't get traumatized or this and that? Is it because they're just genetically different?
No, because they learned.
I don't
Coping
believe that.
Sometimes
mechanism.
they just learn to
This
be
is the
at peace
thing.
with what things are, like when certain things
How
happen.
do they learn that?
Peace.
How do
You
they
said
learn that?
Coping.
It's literally
How do
just
they
like
learn that?
it's just adapting for real, for real. Like,
Yeah.
Nah,
like you
because
just
that
like,
means if you learn
understand.
that means
Nah,
you
it's
have to
not
go to
just
trauma
learning.
to learn that.
It's not just
Oh my
learning.
gosh,
It's more like
Dylan.
understanding for real, for real. Like
Yeah,
understand.
it's an inner feeling. It's an inner feeling. I feel
Dylan,
like
can you
inner
repeat the question?
Hmm?
Can you repeat the question?
I'm saying, how does one not get traumatized? Because I feel like this word traumatized is starting to get abused.
Yeah.
That we use it all the time. Everybody somehow has it, and like it's becoming too common of a thing for it to be like, okay, we're not designed to be traumatized. So how come the majority of us are becoming traumatized?
Can I say something? We're raised by
The
such
majority of us.
we're raised by such traumatized generations. Like so many things happened in their lifetime, so many things weren't even acknowledged in their lifetime that are just so normal that like they were bound to traumatize us. Not to say like everybody.
Literally every
Wait,
generation was probably
wait,
worse than the one
Dylan.
it preceded.
Wait, what was I saying? Damn, you made me lose it. Oh, damn, what was I saying? Okay, well, anyways, we're raised by like traumatized generations. And like there's things that's so common for them that was like, I don't know how to describe it, but like for instance, like a lot of people are depressed and don't know it. A lot of people have anxiety and don't know it. A lot of people have bipolar disorder and don't know it. And it's like these generations, because of like, I mean, like, I don't know, like, you know what was going on in the past generations, like racism, slavery, all that stuff is not that far back. So it's like you're bound to be transferring these
And
generational.
before that, there was genocide, endless war, carnage,
Yeah.
chaos.
But listen, mental health was never a thing that like they cared about or even acknowledged like back in those times. Like if you were considered depressed, you were like lazy, or like if it's just like a lot of the things that are actually really normal, they didn't acknowledge that. And because they didn't acknowledge that, their kids are now going through it and they're not handling them the right way. Like mental health is a relatively new thing that we're actually like recognizing as important. So
If that was, you see, Phil, my issue with that is if you're talking about the way things work in this world and you're talking about survival of the fittest and stuff like that, if that was the case, then the human race would shrink.
but I'm not talking about survival of the fittest. I'm talking about
No, survival of the fittest. Everything is a part of it.
okay, but at the
For
end of the day,
example, like simple example, humans are getting taller. Why? Because of attractiveness. If we are a sick race, it's only inevitable that we're gonna be erased.
nigga,
So
what
again,
does this have to do with
I find it
mental health?
hard. No. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. I find it hard to believe that most people on this planet is traumatized.
Really? That's funny. Look at this planet.
Because
Look at the world.
no, because you see, and this goes back to a conversation we had a long time ago. Americans feel like they're such at the center of the world that we think that what's happening with us is happening with everybody. You go to most places in the world, you go to these places that are quote unquote the third world countries, and they're the happiest people ever.
What about the people who are hungry and the people who are going through like war and shit like that? It's not
The
only
majority of the people in the world are not hungry. Majority of people in the world are not going through war.
what about the
This is
like
the most comfortable period human beings have ever been.
Not even thinking about America, because you only live in America, so you don't really know what's going on in other countries. But like there's people going through like worse things than us here, like, and we're still not happy. So it's just like, but like either way, like growing up.
Wait, you just proved my point. You just proved my point.
No, but anyways, growing up poor, not having enough food, not having enough resources, like or just I don't know, not having the
What is
things that
enough food? What is
I
enough
don't
food? What
know,
is
but
enough resources?
I'm in a privileged standpoint, so I can never tell you like what's not enough food or what is enough food. But what I'm saying is, when you look at world hunger, is that what they call it, like world hunger, or just like
Yeah.
the purpose of world hunger? It's like, damn, like imagine really not having enough food. That's traumatizing. You can't even feed yourself. Even you may not, you in the moment or while they're going through it, they may not think of it as trauma because they have to go through it. But when they're out of that situation, it's gonna have
Do you guys
profound.
think that most people in the world are hungry?
What does that have to do with anything, Dylan?
Do you guys think that? Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think you understand, bro. Because you say I don't know what I actually speak to a lot of foreigners a lot consistently. I do find I find joy in spreading, I guess, my cultural knowledge. And the statement that you just made to somebody that's not American will be so insulting, right? Because that's the thing, and that's what I'm saying. It's literally like privilege. You don't really understand it unless you're out of it. In a sense that the way you're speaking is like everybody else is struggling, but
That's not what I'm trying to say.
America and
A
stuff
lot
like
of
that.
people
In a sense
know.
that yes, a lot of people are hungry, but there's far more great. There's a lot more people that are living well, happy, healthy, enjoying their families. Yes, do they want to participate in some of the luxury that we have on the daily basis? Of course, they desire those things, but they learn to be content with their lives, and they're not depressed, and they're not suicidal. And yes, maybe they may not have as much food as I could have in this burrito bowl or whatever like that, but they're still happy and content with their life. Maybe they eat the same thing every single day, but yes, they're still happy and content with their life. How come is it that we're in this country with all the resources we could possibly ever need, and yes, yet we still find ourselves with mental health issues?
But Dylan,
I can answer that,
also no. I feel
but
like
we
you're
never want to find a solution. We just want to justify our problems instead of finding a solution.
But Dylan, I feel like you're also speaking from a standpoint that you don't really know about. Like you talk to people, and I talk to people too. But it's like at the end of the day, okay, yeah, there's traumatized people. There's people who aren't as traumatized and having a good life. But at the end of the day, like I still feel like a good majority of the people in the world are experiencing some type of mental health issues. I think it's more common than we think.
What's the basis of that feeling? What's the basis?
I feel like you got
What
a
is the
lot to do with
basis?
pharmaceutical industry too.
Yeah, but also like
because America, if you think about it, if you think about it, everybody in America is addicts.
But
I like where you're going, Cam.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I feel like everyone in America is addicts because they're constantly drugging us up with medicine. And you don't think like that has a long-term effect on the brain itself too, the body, like the mental. I feel like that has a lot. So, back to like what he was saying too, like, some people over there, they may not have as much as us, but they still live a good life. Like I said, it's a different perspective. Like it's all how you make life. It's all how you make life. You can have X, Y, Z and still not living, like still not be happy with life, still not live a happy, healthy life as you think you are, because you're not realizing that you're so hooked up on these drugs, like these acetaminophen, Tylenol, Benadryl, all of that is pharmaceutical drugs. And on top of that, has a lot to do with the government too. The government can do a lot. They just choose not to. You already know they only deal with certain people in their class that meet their standards. Like, for instance, it should be no reason why they're putting chains. I'm sorry, off topic, but it should be no reason why they're putting chains on benches so homeless people can't sleep on it. But remind you, it's enough money out here for everyone. It's enough resources out here for everyone. So it definitely got a lot to do with the government as well. Yeah, it has a lot to do with the government as well. And it also has a lot to do with how you see things. This person can have less than you, but they are fine with where they're at, or they're fine, with how things are being handled. So it's really all how you see it too. But again, it's definitely has a lot to do with the pharmaceutical industry and the government itself.
I think it's time to put an end to this changing.
Ho, Sue, before you say that, can I ask you a question really quick, Cam?
Yeah.
And then we can rock out right after that. Let me ask you this. If everyone was wealthy and had money, it wasn't outside, would the world still be the same?
What, can you say that again?
If everyone had money and was wealthy, would the world still, like, and there's no homeless people, would the world still be the same?
You said like as it is today?
If there was no homeless people and everyone had a place to lay their heads, would the world still be the same? The world will still be the same?
Well, so that's kind of iffy. Yes, and I want it's in between. Why? Because that's not what the government anticipate the world to be. The government doesn't anticipate the world to be wealthy. So, you know, they want poor people. You know, poor people, to them, they have to work.
Okay, but sometimes here's where we gotta like kind of be realistic, bro. Sometimes it's not always the government, bro. You can simply sell yourself. You can simply sell yourself short.
Yeah.
By taking risk and doing things that you don't need to do.
Yeah.
So look, here's one thing that I've learned the hard way. If you don't know how to save your money and spend your money, you're gonna be broke as fuck. You want to live a lifestyle that you can't afford. You also want to do things of the world. You want to do things of the world to make yourself look like a person of standard, and you don't have that. So why wouldn't you be broke? So
or you can have that money and still be broke. You can have that money and still be broke.
No, you're right, but everyone has their own definition of broke.
Correct.
Because I can have $100K in the account right now and tell you I'm broke.
Yeah, they're not where they need to be.
Cool, but some people have $100 in the account. Is oh shit, I got it like that. I could go spend this, go buy a bottle, do that, blah 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 blah. Now you're homeless, bro, because you don't pay for your bills, you don't pay for nothing. And cool, and let me say it like this, because we talking about relationships. That shit translates to relationships, bro.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be in a relationship where you spend, bro. Where you want to spend money, do all that other shit. And this
but
is
nobody's want to constantly pour in. Nobody wants to pour in. Nobody wants to invest.
And that's why I wanted Dylan to ask that first question, bro. There's a misconception in relationships, bro. Everybody wants to live in these material relationships, bro. You think your relationship is all about
life.
You want to get Telefar and fucking Birkin and all that other shit, bro.
Can I ask y'all like a serious question though? What is I know everyone has their own definition of aesthetic life, but I feel like the aesthetic life, especially like when our people talk about it, they talk about buying designer, you know, looking like the next person, having the perfect body, which body dysmorphia is a real thing, because the human body, not your human body, is never going to be perfect with how their body look, no matter how much work they get done. You know, so a lot of times, you know, I feel like the aesthetic lifestyle is bullshit.
Let me get Stu to answer that question, bro. It was one saying we used to say every show last season. She's a material girl with what?
I don't have the materials.
Material girl with no materials, bro. You're so focused on designer. You so focused on all of that shit. Your shit is failing, bro. You want to be you want to put plastic and all that shit in Brazilian butt lift, my friend. Bro, get out of my sight, bro.
My good friend.
That's why I said that I feel like the aesthetic lifestyle is bullshit. You know, people like, oh, when men need to start making like get ready with me videos like women. I just feel like that's bullshit too, because too many people is living for social media. Too many people is so like how can I say too many people is so comfortable with putting their day-to-day life on social media. Too many people just way too comfortable.
And I'll tell you the same shit. The world wouldn't be the same without these people, bro. Every little piece that goes into this world, every single piece
it's a machine. It's a machine.
Bro, literally, every single piece of negativity, every single piece of social media, the world would not be what it is without that stuff, bro. If you couldn't go on Twitter every day and go be looking at someone complaining about their life or posting their life, bro, what are you gonna do?
That's what I'm saying, because
and I'm not saying it's good, and I'm not saying it's bad, but like it'd be hard to operate a world or operate a life without these things, bro. People are
because you're constantly comparing yourself.
Huh?
Because you'll be constantly comparing yourself.
Okay, look, some people are not like that. Some people are not like that.
It's not about comparing yourself.
Let's be honest. The majority of people are though. They look at that person and be like, you know, I wish I could do that, or I need to.
But the thing is, Cam,
Look,
Cam,
hold
this is the
on,
thing. This is the
Dylan,
thing.
hold on, Dylan. Viola said something like she said this last season. She gets on her like Instagram, all of that, like her specific Instagram, and there's nothing but positivity. There's nothing but like good things. She gets on there and she knows what she's on there for, right?
Right.
Some people got the wrong algorithm, bro.
Correct.
Some people are on social media looking at other things and want to compare yourself. I get on social media, see a dude with some nice shoes or nice, bro.
You compliment it.
It depends on the type of person you are.
Yeah.
How well are you in tune with yourself? How well in tune are you with yourself? How comfortable with yourself? Like how comfortable are you with yourself? Like all of that stuff matters, bro. If you're not comfortable with yourself, with your lifestyle, with the things that you do, bro, you're gonna do shit like that. You're gonna go on social media and be like, damn, I want to look like this girl, and I want to look like this, and third. Or I want to have all these. It's cool to have like goals and shit. But
Yeah.
Can I
don't
say?
let all that. Don't be
Can I
distracted.
say something?
Yeah, facts.
Go ahead.
I also
Go
feel
ahead.
like it's important. I also feel like it's important to take social media breaks because even though my stuff is like really, for the most part, positivity, it is. I mean, it is like other people. So sometimes, jealousy does creep up a little bit, and I feel like jealousy is inherently innocent. Like you can't help that you are jealous of certain things. Like there's a quote that goes, envy or jealousy is just admiration gone sour. And it's like you see people doing the things you want to do, but also you don't even know what it took for them to do that. So it's just so much jaded like things with social media. So I feel like you need like breaks from social media. But also you need to clean up your timeline a little bit. Like if you're following things from like middle school and like high school that's just not serving you or not adding to your life or like giving you knowledge, like it just you just gotta to yourself.
Nah, I feel that. I'm gonna let Sue talk real quick because I come over.
I'm gonna keep it a bill, bro. I'm not even here to say too much. You feel me? I feel like it's time to put an end to this tangent. As far as trauma goes, bro, we're equipped with the tools. For me, like, and we all are different. You know what I'm saying? I buried my uncle about 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Freshman year of high school. I watched my little cousin. My little cousin ain't shed a tear, bro. For real. For me, bro was 11 years old. And there was a couple people that tried to tell me maybe he didn't know what was going on. But nah, bro. Like, see me since a knee high, 3 years old. I knew exactly what was going on. And I was losing my parents was my worst fear, bro. Talking about 1, 2, 3 years old, bro. So now, you feel me? Some people just equipped with the tools. Some people just don't care that much, bro. It just is what it is. So as far as trauma, yeah, some people just got different ceilings. But back to the main point. For me, I ain't gonna say too much. Yeah, we don't know how to communicate with each other. You feel me? Like, you guys like to talk. Women like to talk. We don't like to talk. For me, sometimes I talk too much. Sometimes we don't talk enough. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man. A lot of times your man wants you to be quiet. We don't want to hear your voices. Right. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times the guy needs to open his mouth. You feel me? But what this leads to is a lot of aimless communication, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is what we want to stay away from. Like just talking just to talk. When you speak, there should be an objective. You feel me? There should be a mission that you're trying to accomplish. There should be consequences when you open your mouth. For me, there should be things that you're trying to get done. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, that's what we're afraid of. You know what I mean? We're much quicker to hang up the phone. You know what I'm saying? We're much more prone to be by ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's what you should really do when you're trying to move on from that relationship for real. As a gentleman, I can speak for the gentleman. I can't really speak for y'all. Keep it a bill. For y'all, I would say like link up with your closest friends and don't be alone for real. But for a gentleman, nah, bro, like hop on that island, go away. Think back to them times when you did stuff well. Think back to them times when you didn't do stuff well. And then think about what made your brain send the impulse to that part of your body to make you take them steps. You feel me? I'm saying that's all I got to say for real. That's why men, that's we can't communicate with each other for real. But hey, that's not important for real. We got a special guest in this joint. You know what I mean? We got D's in this jump for real.
Big shout out. The one and only.
No self-serve. No nothing.
Hey, shout out to the return of Rundown. The shades, bro. Hey, the Men in Black may need to reactivate, bro. Regroup, bro. What was up, man? Wait. Before Rome go, bro. Sue, you're absolutely correct. You used the perfect term. We have the tools. This is the thing. Because we all make it seem like we're all subject, we're all submitted to this trauma thing. And like I'm tired of that narrative to seem like human beings are just such weak creatures that we're literally getting consumed by trauma. We have the tools to fight against him. The thing is, we don't know it. Again, a lot of y'all talk about, y'all call people ignorant. But the most of these people that y'all talking about, y'all are ignorant to the fact that we're actually capable of dealing with our own problems. The only problem is that y'all don't know how. So then y'all go and then try to insult or make fun of or try to belittle people that say, no, there's a solution to this. If your therapist can help you solve your trauma, which is another human being, that means you have the same tools that therapist do. You just don't know it. The therapist knows it. You just don't know it. So I get tired of when people keep talking about trauma. Most people in the world are not traumatized. Again, it's insulting to consider most of the world traumatized because the people that you have in your picture consider most of the world will be insulted by you calling them traumatized. You learn to deal with your issues. There's one thing that's in life that's going to be a constant, and it's problems. The only difference is how you handle them. But no one wants to teach you that because here in America, we want to pander people so much. Most of you guys are spoiled children. You don't know it. We're all spoiled. So sometimes we got to realize our privilege, bro, and shut up and learn something instead of always acting like we're all geniuses. If your parents didn't teach you how to deal with your issues and they have trauma, say that. But don't try to project the fact that you don't know how to deal with your issues and that you've been traumatized and call everybody traumatized. That's very insulting. Very highly insulting. Because they went through something, the same thing as you, and they did not react or have the same consequences as you. Maybe you should shut up and ask, oh, how come this doesn't affect you as such? Maybe you should ask them, why do you act like this instead of saying there's something wrong with you? That's our problem here. We always want to be calling people out, calling names and stuff like that instead of asking questions. Even if I disagree with somebody, I'm going to ask them how or why. But we never do that. Every day we want to label somebody traumatized. People want to call me emotionless. I'm probably one of the most quote unquote emotional guys. Just because I don't cry now I'm emotionless. I express joy. I express happiness. Those are emotions too. But because I don't cry, now I'm emotionless? Come on, guys. Let's be real.
A lot of you cats don't really know what reflection is for real. When
Can I
y'all
ask
got
a
in,
question? How
when
do
y'all
you
got in trouble and y'all teacher sent y'all to that corner, you feel me? And she gave you that reflection sheet to fill out, you doodled on that. You feel me? You haven't learned how to reflect. You feel me? You
how are
turn
you
that joint into a paper airplane. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of you guys do not even have the attention span or the focus to even do a reflection, bro. A lot of y'all need Adderall prescriptions. For real.
Can I
You know what I'm
ask?
saying?
You guys are saying that there's like tools for healing.
See what I'm talking about?
Like tools, you know, to not be traumatized and stuff. So what are the tools that men use for that? Because I think that is such a thing that people need to know as men. Because I know what I do as a woman, but I don't know what y'all are doing as men.
Hey, listen, let me kick this off. This is the second time today.
No,
I said
not
the
Sue. Not
answer,
Sue. No, Sue.
and then
If
you
you
said
answer
the
the question,
question.
Sue, you don't have to answer it. Sue, I would love to
I can
hear
answer.
from
I can
Dane.
answer.
I would love to hear from Vinci. I would even love to hear from Rome. I would love to hear from MK. I would love to hear from
First of
anyone.
all, I answer you. Answer you. First of all, you got to destroy this image of this fairy tale world that
I
you
did
guys
not want
love
to hear
to.
from you.
Well, you're hearing.
Damn.
You got to destroy that image of this fairy tale world that you guys have. No. You quickly learn a couple things. First of all, I said one of the most important things in this world for you to learn, for you to maintain a certain mental health, is understand hierarchy. You understand how the world works. If you do not comprehend hierarchy or how the way the world works, you will continually seek something and you'll keep getting shut down for it and not understand why this keep happening. And that's what a lot of young men experience today. Because it should be this. It should be this. My mama told me that this. And then they keep getting a different result, even though they're being told something completely different. So first is humility. You must humble yourself and acknowledge who you are in this world and what position you play. If you're an average man, you're an average man. If you're a short guy, you're a short guy. That's why guys have no problems taking shots at each other, because we completely understand where we lay in this world. It's not an insult, it's a reality. We can make fun of it, we can make jokes out of it, but it's truly reality.
Man, you gonna
Second thing.
you gonna say short man but not fat man? That's crazy.
Fat man,
Not gonna say
tall
purple
man,
man.
round
Not
man,
gonna say
purple
purple
man,
That's
dreaded
crazy.
man. Listen,
There we go.
the next thing becomes hold up. I'm gonna say the next thing, and then the rest, that's for your husband to deal with, bruh. The next thing becomes repetition, discipline in your behaviors, right? There's plenty of things that you'll want to do that, again, this is something that your parents are supposed to teach you. There are plenty of things that you want to do that you'll be no. You learn to abstain and do the things that you don't want to do. So these behaviors become normal to you. These behaviors that you guys call trauma, they become normal to you because it's called discipline. You get discipline in your emotion, you get discipline in your behaviors. Then the rest proceeds.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Phil.
So let's say I'm a guy and I came up to any of you guys on the podcast and I was like, you know, like I'm really traumatized by this thing that happened to me when I was younger. Like let's just say like his friend got shot in front of him, like in front of his face, and it really just like messed him up. And instead of him like, you know, diving into those feelings or ever like really addressing those feelings, he just suppressed them, you know, because that's a survival tactic, suppressing. But like just because he suppressed them doesn't mean like they're gone. Like the feelings are still there. Like what would you tell him to do? Get over it. Dylan, you're muted.
Let Rome answer that question. Rome, you trying to mute yourself?
Am I heard by the audience?
Huh? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm clearly heard.
Yep.
All right, I don't know what she asked, but I'm gonna answer the question that's on the board though. I really didn't hear what you asked. I'm sorry.
Can I ask it?
Go ahead.
Okay, so let's say, so like you guys are saying all these different things about like the tools a man should have to heal or to like not be traumatized. And I was asking, because Dylan said humility and repetition or something like that, discipline, I don't know. But my question was like, let's say that somebody like a man came up to you and he was like, he went through something when he was younger that really traumatized him, like his friend got shot in front of him or something crazy. And like in that moment, like he didn't really address his feelings, he just suppressed his feelings. So now he's like a grown adult and those feelings still like are there, or those feelings still haunt him. Like what would you tell him to do, or how would you tell him to get over that?
3 words: adapt or suffer,
Okay, what does that mean?
or evolve or suffer.
Okay, what does that mean?
Break that down. It's key for a man to have trauma in his life in order for him to grow. Any man of status or as Andrew Tate would say, status, has to go through trauma, has to go through resistance, has to go through all types of forces and adversity for him to grow. There's a saying that says, it's a beautiful sight to see a great man struggling against adversity. That's what we need in our lives. The men that women desire are the men that have been quote unquote traumatized, that's been through the most adversity. The dudes, and I'm gonna go back to the question real quick too. The reason why these relationships fail, because let's keep it for real. Men will lie. A lot of men will lie. Lie about their status, how much money they make, who they are, in order for you to open up that gate. Because you were the gatekeeper. So both sides are wrong. The woman is a poor judge of character, and the man is a liar. Because every man is in competition with another man in one way or another. For resources, for status, for respect. The woman is in competition with her fellow woman for the top tier man. So that comes through is your father, is your mother teaching the daughter how to choose a good man. Is the father and mother teaching their son to be honest with himself? Because a man will continue to fail in life if he's not honest with himself. If he study telling himself that he's rich, that he's wealthy, if he's rocking fake gold chains, fake diamond chains, fake watches, these haircuts that he can't afford, he will consistently fail. Relationships will fail for him. Because once this woman finds out that he's nothing but a liar and a cheater, she will run away from him because he does not have the resources to take care of her. On the other hand, the woman who is the gatekeeper, you're part of the blame because you allowed this guy to con you, to trick you, to lie to you without properly vetting this man, bypassing your father or your mother, or bypassing common sense and wisdom telling you, let me check if this man's really who he says he is. So boom, you have a collide, two comets exploding. That's all I got, bro.
That was good, Rome. Oh my gosh, I didn't expect that from you.
Amen.
Belen, you got anything you want to say?
What was the question?
Well, we could have got sidetracked. But what do men and women do that ruin most relationships? So what do men do to ruin relationship, and what do women do to ruin relationships?
Men, all right, let's start with women. Women, I've met different categories of women, but like this. So I'm just speaking from my perspective. I guess assumptions. I've assumed that someone was, or like accusations, not assumptions, like accusing someone of something or being something when they're not. Men, time when they don't invest in time with the woman.
That's not good.
Y'all really just blew me. But I don't know. It's just me. I don't really need too much from a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So,
Because relationships don't exist.
what you mean? Relationships,
Y'all want me to go there?
Oh shit.
but yeah,
Who said that?
like
No, thank you.
women, it's accusation. Just to keep it simple.
Alrighty. Vinci Vendetta.
Right.
Hey man, I want you to touch on two things real quick, bro. First of all, you're the psychologist, bro, or the closest thing to a psychologist we got here, bro. What's your observation of this conversation on trauma, and then you could address the question after that.
I feel like everything is based on like how you respond to stress. There's a lot of people that go through a lot of stressful things, but to them they got desensitized to it, so they might not deem it as being traumatic. For example, you could have grown up in Southeast, seeing your good mans get shots many times in front of you, and now
thought of somebody dying or the concept of death don't like put fear in your heart no more. Or you could have grown up in the suburbs where life was good and maybe your goldfish died and it really left you scarred and traumatized for like, you know what I mean? So I feel like to say that everybody in the world got trauma is not necessarily true. Because you know what I mean? I feel like, let's be honest, in the West, bro, especially like first world countries, bro, we get so desensitized to a lot of things that people go through. Like, for example, we live in India right now, right? Let's say we had a brother who got killed by a tiger. We'd be like, oh, that was sad, that was tragic. A month later, you probably would have moved on with your life. But over here, we have things go bad. Maybe you crash your car and you get like, it could trigger like a state of like, you know what I mean? A state of depression or something like that. Or you could lose like, like get off a relationship and it could trigger like trauma and you could be like depressed for like a long time. Stuff like it's all really like about how like you respond to stress. Me personally, I feel like a lot of people in the world are not traumatized because there's a lot of things, other things to keep them occupied. Let's be honest, living in America, bro, we get too bored too frequently. Whenever like people get bored, but you try to find things nonsense to like, you know what I mean, obsess over. That's why last week when I'm football player almost died in the field, everybody set up about football for like, I mean, everybody like put their differences aside and like became one because something, you know what I mean, something important actually went on. But for most times, when there's nothing important going on, and everybody's at home bored, they choose to go find something to make themselves feel like, oh, they important or they got something going on. There's a lot of times people always try and act like, oh, they're traumatized. I feel like a lot of people want attention. They know the best way to get attention is to tell somebody, oh, look, I'm hurt, I'm going through things. I feel like it's human nature to want to lend a helping hand to somebody who's going through things, somebody that's hurt. So when people say that, oh, I'm hurt, I'm traumatized, I'm depressed, blah, 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 basically everybody jumps on their back and tries to lift them up and validates them without really, you know what I mean? So it's like a foolproof way to get your ego boosted by telling people that, oh, I'm going through things that I'm hurt. And what's the second question? Like,
Yeah, the bottom. What do most men and women do to run a relationship?
Honestly, I'm gonna speak about black people because I know some of the white people, right? But so far, based on what I've seen, being on college for like how many years, most women ruin relationships, right? Because they try so hard to be like celebrities and stuff. They be watching like Housewives of like Atlanta. They be seeing like niggas go outside and drop a bag on them and all that stuff. So they expect we niggas who are not, first of all, not even close to being as rich as them people are. They expect us to do the same things for them. Another thing, they like get a little delusional because they still forget the fact that, first of all, relationships is not all honeymoons and peach cobblers and kisses and, you know what I mean? Relationship is two people trying to make things work. A lot of times things not gonna go smooth. A lot of times it's gonna be like bad days, misunderstanding. And I feel like a lot of girls believe that just because things are not going well, just because you're not being put on the pedestal, that they man don't love them no more. That's just simply not true. And most of us are young people. We all trying to grow. They all got a lot going to do. A lot of times you're gonna be in a relationship with this, you're gonna be with somebody who's very broken, not traumatized, just broken, or somebody who just like learned from the wrong people. Let's be honest, the things you should do growing up to get into a relationship right now is seeing demons like counterproductive. Basically, back in high school, if you like a girl, they tell you go bully her, call her names, pull her hair, you know what I mean? Throw your shoe, take her shoe and run. You know what I mean? That's how we used to get girls back in. That's how people that went to my school used to get girls. And now some people still have that mindset. So they get into college and they try and keep a girl. They basically that the best way to keep her is to keep bullying her or find ways to keep her like suppressed. Maybe not consciously, but subconsciously. That's why a lot of times you see a lot of guys that don't want to compliment their girls or take the girls out to go eat or nothing like that because deep down they used to suppress a woman to get like their attention. And I feel like a lot of things. Another thing that y'all girls do to ruin relationships is be annoying. A lot of y'all girls are just boring as hell. Y'all got nothing going on. All y'all want to do is sit there and talk about that for real though. A lot of y'all want to hide yourselves behind makeup, which is cool, but at the same time, it's like y'all don't have no personality. Like I'd be so scared to be yourselves because y'all think y'all gotta be like Glorilla and Cardi B for us to love y'all. When deep down, we love y'all just the way y'all are. And that's why relationships don't work. Y'all always trying too hard to become somebody that you're not. And on our behalf, a lot of us are trying too hard to become these rappers. A lot of us are trying too hard to become these trappers. A lot of us are trying too hard to try to impress these girls and try like showing them that, oh, we got money in the bank when we know damn well that we broke these like fish sandwiches every time. That's why relationships don't work. Nobody's authentic no more. Everybody's trying to be somebody who they not. When you got two people trying to be somebody who they not, trying to cooperate and collaborate and all that shit, it's not gonna go nowhere. So I feel like that's why most relationships don't work.
Benchy, oh my gosh, you're spitting.
That was good. That was good.
Good job.
Shay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It was lagging.
So like, what do most men and women do that ruin most relationships?
I said it. I said bringing other people into the relationship.
Oh yeah.
You already
Yeah.
answered, right?
Mhm.
Oh wow. Who ain't answer? Cam, did you answer? Did you? Why y'all laughing at me?
Next caller. Next question.
Okay, I'll answer since none of y'all to answer.
Since all y'all already answered. Men, I'll start with men. A lot of men are spineless fools. Yeah, spineless fools. They project a lot of thoughts and attitudes that they themselves do not necessarily align with or are or represent. So a lot of them are frauds. You know, a lot of guys, put up a show, act this way, that way, but they're not really that person. They're not that guy to say the least. And then they're fools as well, because again, most men are dumb. They're fools. They're masculine beings with feminine behavior. They are fools. Therefore, the consequences is destruction. That's why they're so dangerous. That's why they're so unstable. That's why they're so all this and that. Now for the women. The women are heartless. The women are unkind. And the women suffer from, what's the word? Greed. In a sense that they're not what we believe women were supposed to be. In a sense that everything that is great about a woman that we have learned, the women today are the complete, utter reverse. Manipulative. All they want is materialism. All that lovey-dovey stuff, throw it out the window.
Who hurt you?
No one. I just observe. But yeah,
No, you
again,
sound like
both
you
of us
need a
are fools.
hug.
Both of us are out of both sides are out of place. And once a woman learns what it means to be a woman and a man learns what it means to be a man, paradise. But for now, both groups are complete utter fools talking to other fools about their foolishness.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
This is something I've experienced. I've been like, I don't know how to navigate through it, right? So the men I've dealt with the men I've dealt with in the past were not like the type of people who would just be like spending money on me type shit. Like it's one thing to pay for dates and stuff, but it's like another thing to like be buying me stuff or like sending me money. And I've never experienced that before, like the last two guys that I messed with. Anyways, how do you navigate through that? Because it's like it seems like this person wants me to be like, ooh, pay for my nails, or ooh, like da 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 da. But I feel like, it's nice if you offer me stuff and I'll accept it, but I don't feel comfortable like asking men for certain things or asking men for money, even though they're like, what's the word?
So
Like,
I'm not understanding your question. Like, how do you ask a man
no,
to
I
be
don't
more?
mean no, I don't mean how do I ask, like how do you navigate through that? Like, okay, or like what's the mindset of men when they're doing that? Are you just trying to like do some nice things, or is this something that you like I don't know how to describe it. It just seems like
Oh,
they want me to ask them
I,
for
I
money.
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Let me
But
answer.
So
also,
there's two kinds of men.
wait,
That's
but also like there's the men who's like, oh, like she's greedy, she's manipulative, or like she just wants me for my money. How do you navigate through that if it's like it's really that I don't want you for your money, but you're offering that? Like I
I
don't
mean, that's where it's for you to make the, I guess what Rome will say, do the vetting, in the sense that there's different kinds of men. As one Rome said, the type of man that's gonna overcompensate when they don't really have it. So there's some guys that will spend on you and do all this and that, but usually it's just more like an investment to get the thing that they want. Whether it's the relationship with you or your body, whatever like that. But some guys will just overcompensate to get the things that they want. Now, there's also some guys that literally just have it and they're like, oh, I want to do something natural, I have the funds, that's cool. Just as much as there's some guys who also would want to do something nice to you, but they also made the conscious decision that they don't have it either. Right. But then there's also a group of guys who are also just fools as well. That's what I'm saying. There's guys that think that that's what they're supposed to do. That they think that that's what you're supposed to do in a relationship. Spend money on her and do this and that. Oh, that's so. Those are basically the options. So now it's your job to vet and see. Okay, what's the reason and how is he able to do this and what's his thought process to doing that.
Let me just remember real quick. Let me tell you a little fact, right? All right, ladies, all y'all listen, right? If a guy be nice to you, you trying to put a baby inside of you. That's why we be nice to y'all. Either now or later. I'm dead ass being honest.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, either
But
now or
like,
later. So
is it just the baby or
hell yeah.
just the baby?
I mean, we gotta make y'all our baby too. You feel me? We gotta treat y'all well. You know
Yeah,
what I
but
mean?
like, are y'all just like on some Nick Cannon stuff? Like you're just trying
Hell
to
yeah.
feed,
That's
or
what I'm
are
doing.
you like actually trying to like build a life with this person?
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm trying to have 12 baby mamas. I'm not gonna hold you. So yeah, me personally, they
Oh,
count.
let me tell you something.
I'm
Let me
trying
tell you
to
something. The,
family.
the reality is that if you go to the man carnal instinct and desire, humans want to reproduce. We're designed to do that. We're designed to desire that. So it's not something to be to shame and be like, oh, that's what he wants. What's about a baby? Yes. If you unpack all those stuff. Now again, with culture and tradition and stuff like that, we understand that it comes at a price. Again, it's almost like a game. In the sense that, okay, how much are you willing to pay to get into this club? Listen, so you want children, you want your life to actually have meaning, then you're gonna have to do some things to earn it. Now, Nick Cannon is far more fortunate than most men. That's why he's able to have as many seeds. But most guys to only have one seed, they're gonna have to pay a price, which may be an intimate relationship, or they have to take care of the one. Because again, you don't just want the seed and just have the seed. Just again, you don't want to have a child and then that child just ends up being crazy. So by nature, because you want your child to be the best, because again, all men are competitive, because you want your child to be the best, you want your woman to nurture that child so that child could become the best. Kind of like Baki. If y'all seen Baki, that's kind of like the best example to describe it. If y'all seen Baki. But other than that, again, there's prices that you have to pay. So again, we all want a kid. Okay, what do I want? What do I want out of my kid? Why do I want a kid? I want a kid because of legacy. But why am I gonna have a kid if he was gonna have bad legacy? So then for me to have a kid with good legacy, I must take care of his mother so his mother could take care of him. And then so again, you add stuff to it, and then now you have the whole thing that we call relationships and nuclear family. They're a system designed to meet all of our desires at the same time. So again, you want all these things. Again, the other side, the woman wants to be attached to the best man that she could possibly ever have. Again, that's the price that man pays to have a child. So the woman gatekeeps her womb for the best man she can, and as a price for that womb, she gets the intimacy and all these things that she wants from that man, and she gets taken care of. She gets security, and she gets all this kind of stuff, and then she gets to have that lovey-dovey feeling of raising a child because that fulfills her. So again, both players is an equal fair exchange. That's life.
So basically, what you're saying is, okay, and correct me if I'm wrong. So men is just searching for somebody to put a kid into, but women is searching for somebody like to spend the rest of their lives with. So where do we meet in the middle? Is my question.
What do you mean me
Like,
in the middle?
that's what you're saying.
We just fulfill our roles for one another. Again, I will supply what you want, and you'll supply what I want. It's very simple. So again, you want these desire, you want someone to be with for the rest of your life. You want that security, you want that love, you want that intimacy. Well, this is what I want. I want a child. I want someone to raise and take care of my child and be the best person for that child and be the best person for me. Fair exchange. We both get what we want in return. It's not like one is getting more than the other, if that makes sense.
But
Oh, I
is
have a
it love?
question. Sorry. No, but I have a question.
Yeah.
So if the man wants to have the baby with the woman, how can the man communicate that to the woman?
Oh my gosh, some people just
Yeah.
need
I know,
He
but
does
like,
that by taking care
Not
of
the
her
baby
needs.
shawty, straight up. Just tell her.
He marries her. He marries her.
Nah, just DM her. DM her, girl. I'll put a baby
Listen,
shawty.
listen. If you want, again, there's a price. What is supposed to be. There's supposed to be a barrier of entry. You cannot go to college unless you meet certain requirements. Again, same thing in relationships. There should be a barrier of entry. You should not be able to have a child unless you meet these certain requirements, such as marriage. That means you got to take care of her needs. Your responsibility is to make sure that these human beings make it to the end of her life in the best possible position that you could possibly provide for her. That's the pressure that you guys talk about that man. So my job is to make sure that you live the best quality life that I could possibly supply you. Because you gave me the greatest gift I could ever have, which is a child.
greatest love of all.
Nah, go. You gotta do all that. All you gotta do, bro, is, you know what I mean? Tell her you love her, put a baby inside of her, and then disappear. If she really love you, bro, she come back for you, bro. Love can withstand it all, bro. You feel me? You saying too much technicalities and all that, bro. DM her. She gonna think you playing. Be like, nah, really put a baby inside of you. She says, okay, then put a baby inside of her. Then yeah, hopefully y'all work out. If y'all don't, oh well.
But you guys see that based on the standard that I'm putting towards this, you guys see how modern day relationships are foolish because it's not a fair exchange. Somebody is always getting more than the other. Men are getting babies for cheap, to say, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? And women are. That's what I'm saying. Like nothing is secure. That's why I say relationships are not real because nothing is keeping you there. Nothing is keeping you. You have no guarantees. You're not paying a price. It has no weight, it has no substance. So again, relationships are cool. You can have relationships, but just realize that it's a fairy tale that you guys just both agree to take part in.
I love that. I feel like more people should want to make a love story with each other. I feel like in the modern world, we don't do love stories no more. Like back in the day, it used to be like a love story, but now y'all just want to rush into things. Hate that. I want a fairy tale life.
I feel like love is a misconception. Or I feel like love is a misconception. Nobody really love you for real. People only like what they get from you, then they leave you. So yeah,
That's true. You know, I saw this thing the other day, and it was like love does not equate to, or love is not I love you because of, like, I love you because you're beautiful, I love you because you're smart, I love you because you're this. Love is I love you in spite of. So like I love you in spite of your anger, I love you in spite of your trauma, stuff like that. And I feel like that's important because I feel like we really do love people more for what they do for us and not for who the person is, like within themselves. Like, but also love is such a hard word to like.
Because love is not a feeling, it's an action. That's all it is.
Both, though.
That makes no sense, bro. Oh, we about to start a whole different. What, bro?
I feel like it's both. I feel like it's more than
Love is
just
an
an
action.
action. It's more than
Love is
just a
action.
feeling.
That makes no sense,
So
bro.
much more than that, than our human.
Because I could love you, but I don't gotta like you.
Well, I can act like I love you, but I don't actually love you. So yeah.
I could do all the things that says I love you.
That's why I'll judge your love by your fruits. That's all it is.
That makes no
I can
sense,
judge
bro.
your love by your fruits.
No, you can't.
I can't judge your liking by your fruits.
Yes, you can. Then let's break it down. Break it down. Come on, you know, endless people that treat girls like they love them, right? Naked, they, you know what I mean? And they disappear. So don't try saying child be like, oh, love's an action.
How do you treat someone like you love them?
But no, I feel like love is.
Nice to them, bro. Be there for them. Listen to them, bro. All that nonsense, bro. Don't stop, you know what I mean? They disappear.
I feel like love is more than just an action, and I feel like love is also a feeling too. Like, but I also feel like we can't really define it. But I also feel like it's so much more than we think. Like our little human brains cannot even comprehend what the frick love is. Like we think we know, but we really don't. It's so much more than just what you do or how you feel. But it's
You know what love is? You know what love is? Love is God deciding not to wipe all of us out because of all the foolishness that we choose to participate in at time after time, after over 5,000 years of history, and him continually to bail us out, and we choose to reject him every single time. That's what love is. It's a choice. You don't gotta like somebody to do that. You gotta love them to do that. It's a choice.
You said how many years?
Over 5,000 years.
Hold on. So
But yeah, so again, if we
2024.
want to talk about love and stuff like that, and we want to talk about source of love and where we learn love from, all that kind of stuff, it's not about liking somebody or being nice or doing all this and that. No, it's about doing right by them by a certain standard and be consistent in that. That's how you have to choose to love somebody every single day. So yes, you can quote unquote fall in love, but love is a duty you have towards something or someone, which God does for us. It's a duty. And only an honorable person can maintain that duty.
So in 2024, it's over.
Bruh. Dang, bruh. So, bruh, I'm estimating, bro. I'm not being super specific with my
But
numbers.
approximately is 2024.
Well,
No.
it's over 5,000
No,
years,
bro.
bro. I said over 5,000. I didn't say 5,000 years is the cap, bro.
All right, cool.
But yeah, so again, we continue to talk about love and all this kind of stuff, but that's the misconception. We don't know how to love. We don't know what it means to love. Our standard of love is so below. Again, if you truly love somebody as much as you say you do, then put it on paper. Be willing to risk everything for it. Make that daily decision and be like, okay, if I
Whoa there,
mess this up, this is gonna be a
Buckaroo. Whoa there, Buckaroo. What do you mean put it on paper?
Say
What do
that.
you
on
mean
paper.
put it on paper?
I'm
What does
saying
that mean?
sign that waiver, bruh.
You done lost your mind, boy.
Oh yeah.
You outside of your mind. You don't even believe what you're saying right now.
Hey man.
I feel
What
like
about
I feel like when you
I feel like
Susan, stop it. You are just
I'll
the
whoop your
rudest
ass.
person in the
I'll
whole
whoop your
world.
ass.
Did your mother not teach you manners?
I'll whoop your ass.
Do it.
Boy. Talking about some Susan.
Anyways, damn, what were you saying, Dylan? Oh, like you're always saying that, but it's like love has to be built before you go out here and get married to somebody. Like,
Duh. I mean,
but it's like you're saying if you really love somebody, put it on paper. Like, damn, can we get there?
well, first you gotta learn to love, period.
First of all,
you have to learn love. You don't have to listen.
Listen, you don't want to
love
love
it.
other people. You don't even love yourself.
Hey,
Listen.
Dylan.
What are you talking about?
Wait, hold. First of all, bro, y'all jokers talking about love. Most of y'all don't even have the resources. Most of y'all don't have the wealth. Okay, most of y'all do not have the status. Y'all talking about love. Most of y'all, I'm not gonna say on this panel, but in general, have not isolated themselves and have not sat in their room in the dark, reflected, been honest with themselves, cut themselves off from this instant gratification, from social media, from society, and found themselves to become that man, that stoic man, that male that she will fall in love with in the first place. Because once you go through those things, then you understand what love is. Because the adversity, the hardship, the struggle will mold you into the man that you need to be. Because you will need the character to sustain the success that you will once have once you make it to that high level. So y'all can go back and forth about this love nonsense. If you ain't doing what you're supposed to do as a man, bro, to become that top dog, to be the man that doesn't have to lie about his bank account or his status. We could talk.
You
That's
know,
when you can discuss love. That's when you can afford it.
You're not wrong.
bro,
But that's
your
what I say. It's the duty first.
development is crazy right now. Who are you? Who sent you? What happened to you, bro? You're so
Who sent you?
Shut up, Dylan. Anyways, wrong.
But again, that's what it means. Like it's all about duty. You know what I'm saying? Like the way when we want to talk about traditionally is that you have to meet a certain standard. Like what you're talking about, someone has to say, okay, you're ready, in a sense, bro. Right? So in most cultures, right, you have to go through a rite of passage system, bro. You can't get married, bro, until somebody approves you, whether it's the top head of your community or if it's just your own father. But someone has to judge and be like, okay, have you done this? Have you done this? Have you done this? then you're approved to go pursue this and that and love and all that kind of stuff. But you have to meet certain requirements because again, this love stuff, bro, is a duty first. All that feeling, wishy feeling, it comes after, but you have to be able to maintain and supply and maintain the promise that you have promised to do that. That also means you have to be emotionally balanced because even if you don't like that person in front of you right now, you still have to fulfill the duties that you had to do first. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a duty first. We try to put all this love and stuff and all that kind of stuff, and it comes after that. But you got to be able to fulfill your duty first.
That's cool, Dylan. That's cool, Dylan. For me, but on paper, what do you mean? Put it on paper, bro? Dylan, that don't even make sense, bro. Let's say
if you're an honorable man,
I'm doing my duties. We doing our duties. You feel me? And then down the line, bro, she come down with schizophrenia. For me, I know y'all seen that movie on BET.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Start losing her mind, bro. Calling the police, telling them I'm doing stuff that I'm not doing.
Let's get to the point, bro.
You feel me? Bro, you know what you did. You know what you're doing.
Bro, no, like I'm just like I'm trying to answer your question, but I already understand the context, bro.
Oh damn, some people don't understand the context, bro.
Yeah, some people don't understand the context.
Yeah, bro. It's like some people got a 500.
If you agree to context, say I. Oh, y'all some haters. Y'all not gonna say hi?
Say I to what?
Say I if you understand the context.
I don't. That's why I'm listening to him now.
You don't? Oh my god.
I don't know what he's talking about. Talk about schizophrenia. That one I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right, that's a good question. For me?
No, I know what schizophrenia is, but I in the context you're putting it in, I'm not understanding. So I'm listening.
For me, what if your partner develops that illness, bro? You feel me?
He's basically saying that like if you marry somebody and then they go crazy and they're not the person that they once used to be or something like that.
Yeah, and now
But that's
calling the police
through sickness and health.
You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to get her help, and now there's a record built against you, and now first schizophrenia is taking both of you out of court, and now all your assets are gone, bro. So assuming that everybody did their duties, bro, was it really smart to put it on paper?
Again, if you're an honorable person, bro, paper or no paper, you'll probably still be doing the same thing.
Deck you in the snow.
Because you agreed to those terms. That's what I'm saying. You agreed to them terms. And if you're an honorable person, like if you like you could minimize it to something small.
I can agree to the terms without the government.
Listen. That's fine, bro. But even if you agree to the terms as an honorable person, if you're gonna break those terms, you have to pay the price. That's the way things work. So again, yes, you can find a way to do it outside of government and whatever like that, but who else, what third party is gonna have you maintain that standard? Again, you could use like it doesn't have to be the government, but that's the most efficient, most common way of doing it. So if you put up like a trust or something like that, I don't know, like some business maneuver or some actual contract or whatever like that, your own contract, or whatever like that, and be like, okay, if I do not meet the standard and the promise that I've made, then so and so is gonna happen. You could do that too. But the point is that again, if you're gonna break this honorable contract that you made, and you should have signed it with blood, technically, if you get what I'm saying. If you have made that contract,
boy, you done fallen far, boy. First of all, you made
the point is, if you have made an agreement, something like that, you should be willing to pay the price if you don't meet requirements.
You don't even believe what you're saying. First of all, you made some erroneous calculations, bro. Number one, for me talking about signing your marriage to the government is the most efficient way. The same government that said, you feel me, I'm gonna move this man out the way. If you divorce him, bro, I'm gonna give you everything he has, which is directly responsible for all these divorces that I heard today.
Bro,
You feel
bro,
me?
bro, bro. First
So
of all, bro, you
so
could take the government out of it, bro. First of all, the book that, bro, you know,
so what
I
is
know
what does
that
it
you
mean to put it
respect.
on paper then?
Hold up, bro. The book that you very much so respect, bro, also tells you to obey governments. By the way, I just want to let you know about that. But with the exception of that, bro, anyways, bro, even to the honor of the book, again, for better or for worse, bro.
You don't want to
So
talk
you're
about that.
breaking the agreement is already totally wrong of you, bro.
You don't
So
want to talk about that.
is she crazy? Is she whatever like that, bro? You gotta deal with that. You agreed to deal with that, bro. That's why you should consider everything before you get married. So you
But
should be that honorable.
But first of
I
all,
disagree, bro.
Hey man,
Disagree. You know, he could still take care of her, bro. But that doesn't mean he hasn't listened to the government saying that she can take most of his assets, bro.
listen, bro. However you want to deal with it, bro, you deal with it, bro. You gotta pay a price, bro. Again, that's what I'm saying. I don't care if it's the government or not, bro. That's just the way to do it, bro.
hey Dylan, you said something
But again,
interesting, bro.
without the
You said the book that we referring to, right? You feel me? That living word said that you gotta listen to that government. Cool, follow the laws of your land, bro. You know what I'm saying? But that word also said, let what God has united, bro, let no man separate, bro. You feel me? Did you forget what I said about this entity
you
being
realize that you're a
responsible?
man too. You realize that you're a man too.
What's your
So
point?
you shouldn't
What's
separate
your
it, bro.
point?
Because you're right. Marriage is
What's
a
your
covenant
point?
between man, woman, and God.
Okay, but bro, it's a strategic play, bro. The man, bro, the man, this entity, this large entity, bro, paid for by taxpayer dollars, bro, is the one saying, if you come here, you feel me? I'm gonna get this man out the way. I'm gonna give you everything he has, and I'm gonna give you some more. This is the entity that is separating what God is united, bro.
Not
You feel
necessarily
me?
true, bro.
So
There's
you are
ways
not
around
following the
that,
laws
bro.
of your land, bro.
That's not true, bro. Because that's not the laws of your land, bro. If you
What do you
learn
mean?
the laws of your land, you can find your way around that, bro. If that's what you choose to subject yourself to, that's what you choose to subject
That's
yourself
what
to.
you asking. That's what you asking us to subject.
No, that's not what I'm asking you to do. You could write a prenup. Again, whether I agree with that or not, you could write a prenup. You could do so many other things to protect yourself. You could create assets in a different, you could put assets in a trust and separate yourself and all these type of things. There's so many things that you could do legally within the laws and bounds of your nation. But again, if you're gonna talk that talk, but if you're gonna say that you're gonna do this for her, bro, then do it all the way instead of trying to do it halfway. That's what I'm saying. You could be creative with it, whatever, but do the thing that you said you're gonna do. Period.
Not with them. You tweeting out.
Oh my god, bro.
You know you're wrong, boy. You know you're wrong.
Not with them.
I want an apology. Apologize to
You ain't getting nothing from me.
You know you're wrong. You know you're
You
wrong.
ain't getting nothing from me.
All right. All right. You know you're wrong.
Man. Vinci, what you think?
No idea what you guys are talking about.
Talking about marriage, bro.
What'd you say, bro? What'd you say?
I know you're talking about marriage, but I'm still trying to put the pieces together. Like,
Sue
are you
was saying that, like,
saying that you should marry someone without really getting to know them well to prove that you love that person?
Jesus
no,
Christ.
he's talking about.
Wait, Dylan. Because when you do that, it's not well. It's not well. You feel me? It's no good. It's no good. It's no good. It's no nice. You feel me? And do you understand that schizophrenia is a very spontaneous affair? You feel me? People can go generations without having to actively be in somebody. You feel me? Without somebody actively being schizo. Somebody can carry that gene for generations and them not actively be schizo, bro. And then this one generation, it happens to pop out. So I can vet her all I want, bro. When that part of her brain, those part of her neurons decide to become active, bro, like that wasn't part of the vetting process. That wasn't detected. It wasn't detected by me.
Are you disagreeing with the fact that you shouldn't get married? Are you saying that we shouldn't get married because of that possibility of somebody going crazy?
Nah, look, what I said, this you can get married
without signing that paper. You feel me?
He doesn't want to.
You're
He
the
doesn't want to get
You
officially
can get
married.
married without signing that paper.
You're
But
the.
Sue, bro, Sue, you have to realize, bro. Again, you
I'm
talk
on
about
Dylan's
fair
What do I
exchange,
gotta
bro.
realize?
So you gotta get on, when you talk about fair exchange, bro. That's the exchange, bro, of protection that the woman gets from you as well, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's the level of protection that she guarantees herself. I mean, think about it, bro. Sue, that's looking contradictory, bro. All these women that we talk about all the time about all these baby mama situation and this and that and the man that they pick, bro. Marriage is the guarantee, the one guarantee that they get, bro. Because not
Okay.
all men are honorable, bro. Not all men are gonna do what they say they're gonna do, bro. The only thing, bro, that
Okay,
a
but
man can be
Dylan, on
bound
the
by
other hand,
is
bro,
paper.
you feel me? Dishonorability is not a hereditary mental illness, bro. You feel me? Which can be vetted out by the woman, which can be detected by the woman with her judgment and her wisdom, bro. You feel me? That's what these two don't have in common, bro. So if she fails to recognize that this man is not honorable, bro, for me, that's on her, bro. That's a result of her judgment, her poor judgment, bro. Tell me a lie that I told.
Therefore, she gets security through the government,
What?
which is something that us men created for the women. That's literally is what we created to keep our honor in check, bruh. So you're literally rejecting the same system that men like us have built back in the day to protect our honor. Yes, have women been abusing it and stuff like that? Yes, they have been doing that. But it literally is what we have created. So if you and I were to sit down and be like, okay, we believe marriage is this. How do we protect the honor of marriage, and how do we protect women because there are lesser vessels and they deserve, and our duty is to protect them? What do? We write the system, we create our own constitution. It's gonna look something similar to what it is today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bro, but it's not what it is today, bro. You feel me?
Oh my
That
God.
is your ability to recognize, bro.
Listen, I'm not saying I agree with the system today, bro.
You feel me?
Sue, you are an intelligent and clever enough man, bro. There's plenty of things that you could do to
Don't
protect
patronize me.
yourself.
Don't patronize me.
I'm not patronizing you.
'Cause
You
you're
know
a
that
bad
there's plenty of
person.
things that you could do to protect your assets that you're so worried about. You know, listen, the thing is, bro, when we talk about this conversation, bro, if you get to a place where you have a lot of assets, bro, it should not be one of your concern, because once you get a lot of assets, the first thing you're supposed to learn to do is how to protect those assets, period. Even from the same government that you're so worried about. That's something that literally everybody that has a lot of money learns to do. Our very own president did it.
All right, look, keep it a bill. I'm gonna accept your concession because you made no advancements. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we disagree nowhere. You feel me? But that that institution is not the way, son. Why go through the headache? Why go through the headache, bro? When I can just oversee my own affairs myself on my own. Why go through the headache, bro?
Then
What are you talking about?
Concession accepted.
Sue,
That
then
doesn't make any sense.
Sue, that means everything good or bad falls on you towards that woman. So if you're abusive towards that woman, only you could check that. Think about that. If you are a complete, total, like crazy human being towards that woman, bro, that's only you could check that, bro. Because me as a man, I have a respect, and again, I understand hierarchy and I understand territory. And if you separate yourself from this hierarchy or from this system, there's nothing I could do to protect that woman, because again, you have removed that woman from that system. So therefore, nothing could protect her. Which you endanger that woman. So again, just as good as it could be, it's just as dangerous as it could be. So you could get all the benefits in the system, just choose and learn how to do it well. I don't know what's like. I don't know why you're debating that so much.
Are you saying that the way he's kind of like scared to, I guess, get the short end of the stick if things go wrong, you're saying that there's a way to protect himself?
Yeah.
Even. Oh, And so you just want to argue now.
Yo, what are you on about, man? Like,
I say you just want to argue now.
Does it not make sense? Does it make sense?
What you're saying is making sense.
All right.
But I'm saying that he's saying that you can still protect your stuff in case of a divorce, so that way nobody can take your things. I guess if Dylan, if that's not what you're saying, then let me know. But
yeah,
that's what I feel like
you
he's
can
saying.
still protect yourself. So there should be nothing you should be worried about. Because because just as much as she vets, it's also your job to vet her. So you should vet her to be an honorable woman. You should be an honorable man yourself. So first of all, that's one level of security I guess you should already have scanned through. Then as well, you got another system that which also protects you. But that same very system, you could protect. That very system allows you to protect your own assets as well. So you get double security.
Is it making sense?
Yeah, I hear what you're talking about. For me, sounds like a lot of headache though. That could be avoided.
But that's what duty is, bro. You gotta do some of the tedious stuff. Listen, you gotta do some of the tedious stuff.
It sounds like a headache. It just sounds like a headache that could be avoided if we assuming both. Because initially, bro, this is the situation that you encountered down the road of this marriage that we talking about, bro. This is an unforeseen circumstance, truly, like to his name, bro.
But Sue, again, you're designed, again, that's what I'm saying. You should learn at a very young age that life is all about unforeseen circumstances. You should already understand that already at this age of yours, bro.
Exactly,
90% what happens in life is about things.
The circumstance right now, by not. This is why I am foreseeing the circumstance right now.
But again, that very same circumstance, bro, you could protect yourself as well, bro. That's what I'm saying. It's not a win-lose situation. It could literally be a win-win situation. Because again, let's say that do happen. Let's say she has history, or she could be schizophrenic. I don't know how to use that word, but let's say she have mental health issues, and let's say you want to plan your way around that. You create assets owned by a trust, which only you have access to, and then that trust has all its assets hidden in Panama, Kirks and Tank, like all these offshore accounts, Switzerland, and all that kind of stuff. So let's
understand what you're saying. Did you hear what you just said?
The thing is, you'll probably have to do that anyways if you do have a large sum of money, anyways. That's the thing. You will probably already have to do that. So just don't get rich, and then you don't have to talk about that because you have to do that anyway.
All right, Dylan. So you feel me? In an unlikely situation, that I'm slightly above average, bro. You know what I'm saying? 100 bands, 200 bands a year. You feel me? How much? What's to? Why does this entity have to decide what percentage of that goes to her, bro? When this comes to an end.
So what entity decide what percentage?
Why does this entity that I have to sign this paper for have to decide how much, what percentage of my 100,000?
Again, there's so many things you could do.
All right, so what do I do to get around this now?
Okay, let me explain to you. The 100,000 again, that's enough money to get in. First of all, so if you've been making 100,000 for a couple of years and you still just having your regular Bank of America account, then first of all, you're a fool. But second of all, you can have prenuptials, which again, I'm not gonna argue with you about that tonight, but you can get a prenup. Not only that, again, you can hide your assets. Even for a little bit of money, you can still do that. Actually, you can hide your assets.
Hide my assets.
Yes.
Just don't even you don't even agree with you don't believe what you're saying right now.
No,
you
that's
don't.
literally what's called hide your assets. in a sense that she can even know about it, but she can't do anything about it because the institution has no reach and she doesn't have any reach to it.
I
Because
turn
only
my
you have access to it.
assets to Easter eggs, bro. I hide them away,
Because you
bro.
complain that
And
institution,
nobody.
but the same institution does not plays with your money. So again, if you're complaining about this institution and you're not willing to trust this institution with your marriage, why are you willing to trust your money with this institution?
Bro, I'm not trusting them with either.
Exactly. So it wouldn't be a problem. If your money is not within that institution, the marriage, that issue that you have with money already is already dissolved.
Dylan, if there's a mandate, if there's a court order that this percentage is gonna go to this woman,
You
that's
don't
the
have
end
that
of the story,
percentage.
bro.
No, you can't. You cannot bring assets and this and that from places that does not exist. Because they'll judge it based on your income. That's a standard. They'll judge it based on your income.
Okay.
And whatever American assets you have. That you have. But let's say a trust owns those assets and only you, even in an American way, let's say a trust owns those assets and you're the only one that has access to that trust. The government cannot demand from that trust because, again, the trust owner, not you. You just have access to what the trust could do with it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Because what business is literally just a second human being. That's something that I've learned about business.
But then it's like
this. It's like I have two phones. Oh, I broke a phone. Oh, I pick up another one.
That was smooth.
Oh, I got shot. Take off my bullet vest. I'm good. That's what business are.
That was clever.
There are layers to get to you. So again, the more layers you have, the more protected you are.
But gee whiz, Dylan, gee whiz. All these obstacles that you just created when you could have just
the obstacles are not a consequence of marriage. I hope you understand. They're a consequence of money. So again, that's what I'm saying. Like, you would have to do that regardless if you plan on acquiring any large sum of money.
All right, so Dylan,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Dylan, let's say I didn't require a large sum, bro. I'm gonna suffer way worse.
Not true. Because that's the thing. If you want to split assets, she has to also split debt also. That's the part they don't talk about.
Bro.
So they can't just give her assets and give her debt.
You know what? They don't talk about it, bro. They don't. I see why they don't talk. They don't talk about it, bro.
So you can give her your debt. Somebody done that before. Somebody give her his woman also debt. That was so wicked. Just give her all the debt.
So there it is.
But the thing is, you don't need a large sum of money to open trust. I don't think so.
I like that. These things can be avoided, bro. If you just mind their own business. It's the same entity that gave you a serial number, bro.
That means they have to mind their business, bro. If you know what I'm saying, knuckling up on your shorty, bro.
Oh my!
You see?
Gosh,
you see, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to think it from the female's perspective as well.
Dylan,
that's why it's a fair exchange.
Dylan, why couldn't she have wisdom to know that I was going to knuckle up on her one day, huh?
Huh? You don't know that. You don't know that until it happens.
This is a detective. This is a detectable circumstance.
Not true.
This is a detectable circumstance,
bro. Sue. All of human history, bro, women have been deceived, bro. It's not new, and it will never, it will never end. As a matter of fact, women have probably gone
First of all,
as time has passed.
First of all, Dylan. When no woman back then, history, bro. You feel me? They already knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot of violence inside of the house and the home. That's what I'm gonna say for YouTube. You feel me? They already knew what it was. You know what I'm saying? But now we've been taught different. It's a different time. So if you cannot use your wisdom to see that I have not gotten with the times, bro, then
But Sue, not everyone has wisdom, bro. Not everyone has wisdom, bro. Again,
Christ, bro.
if we
I am
talk
not
about
responsible for your levels. I am not responsible.
bro, just as much as you're not responsible for it if she doesn't maintain certain things as well. That's what I'm saying, bro. Just as good as you get it, but it's just as bad as you get it, bro.
That's why I'm taking steps. That's
Bro,
why I'm taking
Sue,
steps by minding my own
Sue,
business, bro.
That's why humans are social beings, bro. Because these laws, right? Even before they're institutionalized, bro, there's still a community that maintained it, bro. Because these are based on Judaic traditions that we're mostly talking about when we talk about marriage, right? And even in Judaic traditions, bro, is a community that holds you accountable, bro. The people around you of your race will judge you. So it's the
Yeah.
same thing as the institution.
Okay.
And the thing is, at least now you have a legal system, bro.
But those
But back then, the people, bro,
those
will literally choose whatever
those
price, bro.
institutions,
Those people, they'll take your cattle, they'll take your anything.
those no, I don't know about
Yeah.
that. For me, I can neither confirm or deny that. I'm gonna take your word though. But I'm telling you, there's a way to avoid this. There's no way in heaven. Am I buffering?
Kinda.
All right, cool. But like I was saying, there's ways. Everything you just said is a way to avoid it, bro. It's a way to avoid it. What is my motivation, bro? If I am forced to put up all of these obstacles in order to keep all of these things from happening potentially, bro, what is my motivation to go to this institution, bro? I have none, son. This is a very foolish thing to do.
Your children, because again, that's what I'm saying. So there's two ways, bro. You want children, you want legacy, bro. That's the way your counterpart is gonna choose to maintain her security in it.
Can I say something?
You can say
I
whatever
com-
you want to say.
I agree with what Dylan was saying. Ten Toes, I'm sorry, but I kind of didn't really get what you were trying to say. To like a degree, but I agree with what Dylan is saying. You know, like there's an
Hold
acceptance
up.
for
I'm about to
everything.
go trinkle real quick.
Bro, that's so gross, bro. Like, why did you tell me that? Why did you tell me that? This man is leaving.
But yeah, like, you know, basically what he was saying is like, you know, there's a lot of times a lot of people don't want to have like acceptance is a like it's really hard for people to accept something. So yes, like the schizophrenia thing, like you're not gonna know it until it happens, you know, but are you willing to accept the fact that, you know, this is who like I decided to like, you know, marry and stuff.
Yeah.
And marriage is a way of coverage. It is a way of protection. It is a way of a woman to know that if something was to go wrong, like, you know, like yes, like there's going to be like there's going to be consequences. There's going to be like he's going to have to give you like an asset. He's going to have to give you something in return because at the end of the day, you're not going to lay down with someone or you're not going to spend 5 years, 10 years of your life with someone dedicating your whole life to someone and then have them just up and leave and just go away and walk away with no consequences. That's fucked up. That's a fucked up ass mentality, and nobody should ever have that mentality. But today, people have that fucking mentality, and that's why you're saying, "Oh, marriage is this, that, and the third." You could have no, like, no. There's consequences to everything. If I was to get pregnant with somebody, and I have this child, and he's like, "Oh, he gives me a ring and everything. We don't sign papers. He pays the bills of the house. You know, everything's good. I'm a housewife. I'm cooking for him. I'm doing all this stuff." And then one day he ups and leaves. There is no consequences. There is no consequences. This man is. I'm not gonna gain any. I'm gonna be stuck with this child. I'm gonna have to get a job. I'm gonna have to figure out how to, and then he could be just gone and living his life abroad and all this stuff. So what? I'm not sure if you got like the context of what you guys were trying to say, but I definitely
So
agree with what Dylan was saying.
so first and foremost, right? He could have did that anyway, whether he signed that paper with the government
Did you not just hear what I said?
or he didn't. All right, what you just say? What you just say?
There's consequences. If he signs the paper with the government and he ups and leaves, there's going to be a consequence. You're not gonna just automatically leave. You're gonna have to. I know women that get married for like if you're in a relationship, if you're in a marriage for 5 years and you don't work, if a woman doesn't work and she's in a relationship with a man for 5 years and plus, if he decides to divorce her, he's going to have to pay her alimony because she doesn't work. She's never known how to get a job. She doesn't know how to fend for herself. So yes, he's going to have
Oh,
to pay her
oh,
alimony.
that's not what I
So,
heard. That's not what I heard at first. My bad. All right.
but yeah, that's what I'm
Cool.
saying. There's consequences to people's actions. So if a guy is not going to sign papers with you, then he's not going to get that consequence of, just upping and leaving. And that's fucked up. Like imagine someone does something fucked up to you and like you don't get it, like, so I mean, I don't know, but at the end of the day, ladies, if you are with a man and he doesn't want to sign papers or none of that, run. Because
Or
that's
you could,
already a red flag on its own. Because that just means you don't
just,
have commitment. That just means you're
perhaps what these ladies can do instead is just for me choose the right man, bro.
No, stop saying. Why
It's
do y'all always say that?
it's a simple.
Okay, so what is the
That
right
has
man?
never happened, bro.
It's as
So what
simple
is
as
the
that.
right man?
What's
Are
good?
you the
Dude,
right
that has
man?
never happened before, bro.
Are you,
Oh
Listen,
my.
Dylan? Are you the right man?
What's
Vixen,
good, Dylan?
Pixie, are you the right man?
I am not the right man. I'm not gonna hold you. I would most
Pedro,
that.
are you the right man?
Bro,
She said Pixie.
Like for
Anyway,
real, y'all. Like for
bro.
real.
is it?
Like you can't sit here and keep telling women, "Oh, choose the right man, choose the right man." What the fuck is a right man? If men are out here doing these shits, and then that's literally all we see. Like, how are you calling yourself a leader but you don't know how to lead a woman? How are you calling yourself a leader but you're telling a woman to choose the right man? That does not add up. Like, come on. Like, and I'm really tired of y'all trying to make this thing like, oh, it's woman, it's woman, it's woman. Like, stop being a fucking feminine. Stop being so feminine
We
and
ain't never. It's
try
a
and
lot of
be
degenerates out
masculine.
here. It's a lot of degenerates out here, without a doubt. You feel me? Which is why it is all the more easy to see the light from to see the light from the darkness, bro. It's all the more easy to separate the goats from the sheep, bro. Because of all the degenerates out here, bro. Because of all the men that's wrong. For me, and a lot of y'all know what's wrong for you.
I'm not gonna lie, you do make
That's
sense.
that's
Yes.
that's
Choose,
that's what it is. You feel me? Let's keep it a
you're
bill.
right.
But
Choose your
since that's
uh-huh.
all that you know, since that's all that you around, you feel me? You're not gonna look for the light because that's all you've seen is darkness, bro. For real.
Yeah, I agree, but as a man, I really don't think you should ever say something like choose your man wisely or make sure you shouldn't say that for real. Like I really don't agree with that statement. Like I really don't,
Because everybody
even
are
like
fools.
because I
Everybody's a
like
fool.
yes, it is true. Everybody no, you know what? No, everybody wants to be understood, but nobody wants to understand. That's what it is. That's what's wrong with our generation today. Everybody wants to be understood, but nobody wants to understand, and that's the fucked up part about it. Like for real. Like, and I'm not gonna lie. I don't
I'm gonna
really
keep
listen
it
to
a.
female rappers.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Feel me? I'm gonna keep it a bill, Miss Bruna. You feel me? What I just said, I articulated it correctly. I provided the reasoning
I'm
as
not
to
downplaying your.
why people have a bad judgment of character. You know what I'm saying? And I provided a great solution, bro. For me.
What was the
But
great solution?
everything is too complicated. Everything is too complicated, bro. You know You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's
Wait,
life.
wait.
It's too hard, bro. You feel me?
And
Like,
I'm so sorry, but that's life.
I'm saying it's really not this way, bro. But that's what y'all feel like, bro. You feel like it's too
So what's the
complicated.
solution?
You feel me, bro? It's like look
The
around,
world is not
bro.
fair.
This
Life will
man
never
really.
be fair. Life will always be complicated. It's whether if you're strong enough to go and continue, or if you're just gonna be like, you know what, I'm done and I'm gonna look somewhere else. For real, that's it. Point blank. Period.
Bro,
There's
you could
weaklings. There are people that can do it, and there are people that can't do it. You know.
like I was saying. You feel me? Y'all want to know the solution? It's a lot. It's more degenerates than there are people that are worth a damn, bro. You feel me? There are more degenerates than the people that are worth the damn, bro. You feel me? Am I right or wrong? Did I lie or did I tell the truth?
Wait, I'm confused.
That's not a rhetorical question.
You said there's what? There's more.
There's more bad.
Oh, God,
There's
you don't
more
want to see your
examples. There's more examples of people you shouldn't go to, places you shouldn't go to, than there is of places you should and people you should. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
So there's a pretty good example of what you should stay away from and what you should go to, bro. So how complicated?
How does that make sense? If you said there's more bad examples than good, then you're saying that so people should be able to depict. If there's more darkness and there's less light, it's going to be harder for someone to see light than to see the darkness. If you're seeing more darkness, you're going to see more darkness all the time. You literally just said
If I put you in the recycling bin and I close the lid on that joint, I poke a hole in it, it's gonna be hard for you to find the hole.
Hold up.
No, for real. What are we talking about?
The thing is, this is it. Sue,
don't the thing
you forgot a factor, bro. You forgot a variable in your equation.
What's the variable?
You forgot
bro?
that people are fools.
Okay, bro. I'm
That's what
getting
y'all don't
there. Though.
understand.
I'm getting there.
Listen,
I'm getting there, bro.
No. Hold up,
This
bro.
is my tangent.
People are
let you have
fools,
your
and
tangent,
people.
bro.
No. Listen, people are fools. People get fooled, bro. People are fools. So no matter whether there's a good, bad, and ugly, bro, there's reason why we create objective systems, bro.
Can you give me my tangent
no
back?
matter the foolishness. Nah, bro, because bro, I'm tired of this, bro.
Nah, I was tired of you. I was tired of you.
Man.
I let you
Hey, man.
rock. I let you stone.
And man, and I got to talking stick again, bro.
Bro.
I took a trip all the way upstairs, bro, to release some bodily fluids, bro. You
need
had a
to
lot
take
of
a trip
time to
back
cook,
there,
bro.
bro.
I ain't taking no trip back. Nah, bro,
You
it's
need
a
to
one-way
drink some
flight,
coffee,
bro.
get a little laxative. You need to go back there, bro.
Absolutely not.
Tangent. Oh my god, this is my tangent, bro. Damn.
Okay, so let's do this. Restate your points.
You're saying truisms. We're not. You see what I mean? We're not making advancements because you're saying truisms. You're saying things that
You and your isms, bro. Listen, just state your thesis.
A truism is something that we already know.
Bitch, you funny.
We don't got no thesis. All right, cool. All right.
Hey.
My thesis statement. All right, cool, bro. You do not need government intervention to have that successful marriage. That's my thesis statement. And you should not get government intervention to have that successful marriage.
So I'll
That's
ask.
my thesis statement.
I'll ask. At what cost?
You said at what cost?
Because using your logic, right? Because there's more darkness than there are light. Because there's more people that do it the wrong way.
You see how
than
you
there
take
are
a tangent,
people doing
bro?
the right way.
You put these tangents where they don't
I'm using
belong,
your
bro.
own logic, bro. I'm using your own
I was
logic.
about to
So
say that
because
too. So go ahead, Dylan.
was good.
Because most people again are fools, bro. So let's say that the majority of people, 50% of the population, chooses to take your route. Do you know what that means, bro? A lot, not even more, but worse trauma and heartbreak. Why? Because people are unprotected.
Bro, Dylan,
they're unprotected.
Dylan, you're quite
because you have to realize, bro, in this country, bro, there's no the sense of community is gone, but there's no real
Dylan,
community, bro. The church is
Dylan, you don't
extremely
got no
failing, and the
face,
closest
bro.
thing to a community, listen, the closest thing we have to a community, to a real community we have in this country are the Jews and the Muslims, bro. But if you fall outside of that, bro, there's rarely a real community that you can align yourself to. Therefore, if you're doing anything that you're not supposed to, bro, and you're not under submission to an objective system, then that means no one, absolutely nobody, could hold you accountable. Even you could reverse it the same way. Your woman not treating you right, your woman not doing the things that she needs to do, bro. No one can hold her accountable.
All right, but
you.
Dylan, you making erroneous calculations everywhere. You feel me? First and foremost, the entity that is subject to our discussion right now. First of all, it's not even objective, bro. It's not even an objective system. Because when is she held accountable, bro? When they're taking the court. Let's keep it a bill.
You can divorce your woman, bro.
10 toes,
you're
you're
not
speaking with a
understanding, bruh.
dictionary in your hand.
That's what I'm saying. Like Sue, you have a lot of information, bro, but you need to actually learn the applicable information, bro.
Applicable
The law-
information. Excuse me.
Listen.
What did I-
Listen.
what did I-
Listen.
what did I say?
Listen.
What did I say? I said the
listen,
entity
Sue.
that is subject to our conversation, bro, is not even objective, bro.
got
You
off
feel me?
Twitter.
You said an objective higher power. That means one that's with the facts, one that is fair, and one that is not impartial.
It is.
You feel me?
It
Right
is
or wrong?
objective, and this is why it's objective.
Why is
Because
it objective, bro?
Because again, I told you like this. Men like you and I. When I say like you and I, not because they're human beings, because they believe similar morals that we subject ourselves to. That's why I say like you and I.
Bro,
But men like you and I.
Objective system. Give a woman 60% of my income because I raised my voice to her, bro.
Okay, hold on, wait, Dylan.
That's not what the
system.
system. That's not what the system. Sue, that's not what the laws actually say. Again, that's what I'm saying. It's
Obviously, it was
objective
hyperbole, bro, but
because
it's
hold
along
up,
those lines.
hold
Let's
up. Let
keep
me
it a
finish.
bill.
I will answer your question. The reason why it's objective is because again, you have your way out. Just because you don't know about it doesn't mean it does not exist. So it's a play on the ignorance rather than a play on what the system actually is. Because most men happen to fail, because most men happen to fumble, because most men are ignorant, because most men don't know how to hide their assets or protect themselves, they tend to fail. Then
And
yes,
then they want to put it on a woman. A lot of times, men
You don't even sound like, but I didn't even put it on you. See, you didn't even hear what I said. I didn't even put it on you.
I will say,
I said, would an objective system do this to me? That's what I said. I ain't put it on you. Why would I put it on you?
Okay, well, okay. Let me ask.
That don't
let me
even
just say
sound
what
correct. I
I
said, why would an objective system do that to me?
do what to you?
You feel me? Like, keep it a
what
bill.
to
I don't
you?
even. Yeah. Why would I put it on y'all?
Wait, do what to you though?
Like,
Do
if-
what?
like,
What is
if-
the
if-
system
if-
doing
if-
to you that you don't want to sign marriage papers or whatever? What are they
Bruh,
doing?
the objective system is saying that this woman can get 60% of my income if I do so little as raise my voice at her, bro. Obviously,
you know
that's
that it can-
hyperbole. If y'all don't know what hyperbole is, you don't know what hyperbole is. It's exaggerate. Obviously, I'm exaggerating, but things along the lines of this happen every day. You feel me? Let's keep it a bill. Let's keep it a bill.
Okay, and there's a
Let's
saying.
keep it a
Okay,
bill.
well,
You feel me? That's not
I'll
an
agree, but
objective
you know,
system. That's why I said this system.
Sue.
That's why I
but
said.
you know, life
the
is. I'm
system
sorry, but I'm
is
sorry,
not
but
objective.
life is not
What
fair.
you
and
doing?
still-
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
sorry,
ahead.
life
Go
is
ahead.
not fair, and I'm sorry if that's how you feel.
Oh,
but
for
life is
real?
not fair.
Oh,
There is
for
no
real?
equal. No.
Oh,
Let
life
me finish.
ain't- life isn't fair.
Can I finish talk? Can I talk? Can I finish talking? Life was not fair even when Jesus was walking this earth. What the hell what do you think life is gonna be fair now? Come on. Life is not fair and it will never be fair. Okay? Life is like there's never going to be equality. Nobody's going to be equal.
That sound pretty
once
fair for
start
you.
to understand that, once you start to understand that, you know you yourself, you're going to pick your wife wisely. If that's the case, if it's that, oh, I'm gonna give this, you're not just gonna walk around and just put a ring on anybody's finger. If that's the case, if you're so like protective of your money, you're gonna do what Dylan said. At least talk to her about a prenup. If she decides not to have a prenup, then don't go on with the marriage. if you're gonna sit here and tell women to pick out their husbands wisely, pick out their men wisely, how about you pick out your wife wisely? How about you pick out the woman that you want to have to lay down and have your kids wisely? Stop trying to put all the system, this, that, because all I'm hearing is, oh, woman. And even though you're sitting here saying I'm not picking on women, that's exactly how it's coming out. It's coming out exactly like that. Like, oh, woman this. Oh, if she so says if I yell my voice like this, the woman can do this. The woman can get my money. Oh, my money this, my woman that. At the end of the day, your money is her money. Your money is your protection. Your purpose in life is to raise a family and is to protect a family. That's a man's purpose in life.
You know what I think is happening here?
Life is not fair.
You know what I think?
Whoa, who got a baby?
I think you've heard nothing that I just said.
Oh my God, I feel like I've heard everything that you said, and it's not adding up. And that's the thing.
I
Acceptance is the hardest thing for a human
excuse
to
me,
ever
Bruno.
have.
Would you allow me to finish? You know what I'm saying?
Because I wasn't even done.
Oh, you wasn't done. Oh.
Yeah, and I'm still talking.
All right, rock.
But like I said, acceptance for a human being is the hardest thing. And here's an example right now. You're not willing to accept at least say, okay, take little points. Because every single point that either I or Dylan has said were very much so valid. And I even agreed with certain points that you said too. So as you as a human being, you're having a hard time accepting that, oh no, what I'm saying might be off a little bit, or accepting that some people might not have the same point of view, or trying to accept that, oh, at least you can, come together and, put points together, But yeah, like humankind it's not really given. Our sense, like our
It's very
logic
comical,
is
bro.
it's not comical because it's not like the logic right now is not given very much logic for real. Like everything you have said, I literally I cut it up and I stitched it back up because there was nothing wrong with you.
Boy, she just coupé décalé your argument.
I don't even know what I just said.
Coupé décalé.
All right, you feel me?
Yeah.
If that'll be all, you know what I'm saying? I think there's a misunderstanding right here. I'm not blaming the shorty, bro.
You blaming the government?
Why would I
agree with that.
All right, there we go. Here we go. You feel me?
So
You see how you just Dr. Phil? Try Dr. Phil a player. You feel me?
I did, but not.
Say,
No, but I
you
really
can't
did, though.
you can't accept. You know what I'm saying? But you're not even arguing against the whole other argument, bro. That I'm not even trying to make. That I'm not even make. You know why? Because you know what I'm saying? You thought you didn't. It didn't. Maybe I didn't articulate correctly how I'm supposed to.
Thank you. Because I was about to say,
perhaps, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Did
But
anybody
no,
here hear me say, "Oh, that's what he's saying"? I said that's what it sounds like you're saying. I never said, "Oh, that's exactly what you're saying," but so far that is how it sounds like. So yeah, articulate a little bit better.
I ended up saying the woman a lot because you know what I'm saying, my brother right here will come out of nowhere and say, you know what I'm saying, this is how it protects her. This is how it protects her, bro. You feel me? So I may have ended up saying,
Yo,
bro, you ain't about to do this to me, bro. You ain't about to do this to me, bro. If you cut me off, if you end this live right now, bro, you're not getting a freestyle, bro.
I like this
Never again in
reverb.
life.
Ooh,
I'll never freestyle for you, never again in life. For
I'm gonna
real.
make a song. Yeah. Whoa.
Yolanda.
Okay, Dylan. Okay, wait, 10 toes. What?
What's good?
Yeah.
What's good?
Yolanda.
What's going on?
Yeah, but what were you trying to say?
Yeah.
For real. Like, there's a way that we can both be held to a standard without this subjective system. This is not an objective system. You have no evidence to support the claim that the government, that the judicial system is an objective system when it comes to marital courts. How do we know this? We got anecdotes from all of y'all households, for real. Let's keep it a bill. If you live with your mother, it's likely that the events that I spoke about took place. It's very likely, bro. It's very likely. Number two, we got events like we got platforms like Paternity Court. So you can see the bias in there, bro. With Laura Lake, I've been on that. I've been on that jump for a little while, bro. You can see the bias that Laura Lake got, bro.
Oh,
you feel me? You can see the bias that Judge Mathis got over there, bro. Let's keep it a bill. Let's keep it a bill.
Okay, well,
Sue.
I'm just gonna say, I feel like at this point, there's really I feel like there's no right or wrong for real. Because I'm not gonna lie, even in in Africa, there's back in the day, I really don't like bringing up back in the day, but they didn't really have a signing paper, this, that, and the third. So either or, we can all really agree to disagree because we all kind of have valid points. I see what you're coming from with about the government thing and not trying to pin it on women and stuff, and saying basically it is, I guess, in a sense, well, with papers and contract, it should be fair. So yes, that I get it. But this one is basically an agree to disagree, So yeah, pick your woman wisely, pick your husband wisely. This is not going to be a solved solution. There's no right or wrong with this situation, for real. That's how I'm seeing it so far.
Apologize to me for trying to Dr. Phil me.
I'm not going to apologize to you for trying to.
Wow. She tried to Dr. Phil me, bro. She said you cannot accept.
You should just
but I'm not gonna Dr.
And what'd you say?
I'm not gonna apologize because what I said was true. What I said was
Bruh, you pulled up on me like Oliver Queen said you have failed this city, bro. Shot me with an arrow, bro.
No,
you
but
have
true.
failed.
It's hard for humans to accept, and I was just saying that because you weren't even trying to say any points that I said was valid. Goddamn, nigga, I said some valid points. Shit.
Yeah, but look. Let me break this down to you real quick before we go, right? You know what I'm saying, bro? I got the biggest ego for sure, bro. For sure. I got the biggest ego for sure. You know what I'm saying? So what does that mean? That means all three of us, for real, the whole Men in Black. What does that mean? That means we're gonna do things that's never gonna make us look embarrassing ever in any situation. You know what I'm saying? So what is more embarrassing than trying to argue a point that you're wrong? You feel me? So I'm trying to get to the bottom. You came out of nowhere, said you failed this city, shorty. You just trying to die.
You failed
all right, then
this
I'll
city.
apologize.
Pulled up on me like Damien Dark.
I'm sorry for Dr. Filling you. I'm sorry for Dr. Filling you. Maybe I should have listened a little bit longer and got your context or whatever you were trying to say, which I'm not trying to downplay what you were saying, but maybe I should have listened a little bit longer and, try to understand more in depth of what you were trying to say. But, I let
there we go, bro.
My whatever get, little
You
too.
spineless.
But still,
bro.
I still believe. I still, stand by my standpoint. I still stand with my point of, in, my values or whatever. Y'all, I'm tired. I just got off work, but yeah, I still stand with that. So, but I still agree with what you're saying as well. But I can't really do nothing about that
It's like, nah, we just playing with you, bro.
It's all just.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure, bro. It's always your family.
It was a pleasure, bro.
Like Bruna Fish Salad, bro. Always welcome here, bro. All the time.
Bruna, what?
All the time, bro. Y'all don't remember the last live, bro? That's the last time she was here, bro.
Oh, I've been busy.
Ooh. Dude, And you got anything you want to say, Vinci?
Yeah, what's up? Honestly, bruh, don't get married, bruh. 'Cause, honestly, bruh, no. If you broke, get married, bruh. If you broke, get married. I could like pool incomes together, you know what I mean, and pay the bills. If you make it big, bruh, don't get married, bruh. She gonna leave you, bruh, for a taller nigga, bruh, and take your bread with her too, bruh. So yeah, right now, if
I
I make
ain't
it,
even gonna lie, like, don't get married, bro. Like, keep it a bill. Even the words say a married man will face a lot of problems in this lifetime.
All right, bye.
A man
Now
will
I'm not
face a
even
lot
gonna
of
argue
problems in
about
this
that one.
lifetime.
Okay,
Yes,
bruh. All
of
right,
course, a married man is
we
going to
gonna
face a lot of problems in
That's
lifetime.
what's
Why do
crazy.
y'all want to be such women? Oh my gosh, I beg, end this one.
Oh,
that's
End
not
this
Sue,
one.
arguing.
boy,
We calling
you
it
better
straight.
defend your pride now, boy.
nah.
You
It's cool, bruh.
Like I'm really seeing it. A lot of women are becoming more masculine, and a lot of men are becoming so much more feminine.
What? What was
Sue,
feminine about what I just
Sue, you want to go get
said?
some pedicures and manicures?
Because you're talking about some,
I
a
pedicure my
married
fingers to
a
deck you
married
in the
man is
schnoz.
gonna
I
go
deck
through
you in the schnoz
hardship.
with my
I'm
manicure.
tired to get from these guys, eh? Hey,
A married man is,
Dang.
of course, a married man is gonna face a lot more hardships than just a random ass nigga that's just walking around with no
You call
no
me
kids.
feminine for preaching the word of God?
Sue, it seems like I'm the last masculine standing, bruh.
No, you're not.
Boy,
You're
see now if I
but you're
take you, see
complaining.
Dylan, if I
You're
take you
complaining. You're
down in combat
complaining
though.
about it. You're complaining about
Dylan.
it. That's the thing. You're complaining about it.
What did I
That's what I'm
complain
saying.
about?
You're complaining. Yes, you are. You're saying
What
don't
did I
get married
complain
because
about?
of man. I don't know if you're joking, but you're basically saying don't get married because a married man.
I quoted scripture. How did I complain?
Because you're complaining. You're saying that don't get married because it says that a man is going to face more hardships.
So how did I complain though? I quoted scripture. Well,
So why are you saying don't get married though?
because it says in the scripture.
So why is that a problem?
What do you mean? Why is that a problem, bro? Because God said it's
If
a
I
problem.
if I look at you in the face and I say don't go get a nose piercing because it hurts really bad, and you're like, okay, but you're tough enough to go get the nose piercing, you're gonna go get that nose piercing, right?
Hey, this woman.
Man, that's a wild.
I'm just saying, like,
That's a
you know, like
wild.
if
That's a
this is
wild thing
something,
to do, bro.
if this is something that you really want, and if this is something that you really love, nothing comes easy, fool.
It's
Nothing
a
will
wild
ever
thing to do that.
Nothing will come easy.
I'm just saying,
I
like,
mean, maybe for you, maybe you don't want to have kids or you don't want to have a wife. That's fine. But for
I'm
other
just
men,
I'm
it
just
comes with
saying.
that. It comes with
Sue,
it, and you have to tough it up, and you have to suck
you
it up, and it comes
you
with it. Just like a woman carrying a child for 9 months and giving birth to a child for 9 months and catering to, and I'm gonna maybe start another topic. But yes, men are like babies.
Hey,
Men are like babies.
Please, Bruna, please. Don't
Nah, I
do
ain't
that.
gonna lie. I mean,
Okay? Don't say things like that.
No,
I mean, we
men are
could.
like
We here all night, right?
Oh yeah, we are gonna.
listen.
There's an
So you
argument for that.
keep picking the bad deck of cards, bro.
Yo, hey Dylan,
you just
hey
choosing the
Dylan,
worst cards,
hey
bro.
Dylan. But I always get Uno out. So now what? Yeah,
Nah, bro, you just get Uno, bro. You
bruh,
never get
Dylan,
Uno out, bro.
Dylan, what is you
You
talking
just get
about? You
Uno.
was the most masculine man left. See now, if I defeat you in combat, then what you gonna say?
But you won't though, so
Oh, is
that's
that
the
right?
issue.
Is that right?
There lies
What
the
did he,
issue right there.
boy? Anything we could do. We could do anything, boy. Boy,
We can, bro.
we could do anything.
You can do anything,
We could
indeed.
do anything.
Talk about something more lighthearted, okay? Let's have a more
Hold on, let me end this live, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Hey,
don't.
all 70 y'all,
Yeah.
all
End
70
this
y'all
live.
that's
End this
still
live
here.
right now.
So shut your mouth,
End
bro.
this.
I'm gonna put you in timeout. Thank you guys for joining us today. You know what I'm saying? We went way over time. We got to fix this time situation. But you know what I'm saying? If you like this show, please share the video. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Turn on your post notification bell and say bless you to Anna because she just sneezed like crazy. But yeah, so yeah, it has been Hear Me Out. We talked about it. We out.
Welcome to the Hear Me Out Network. Now, let's talk about it.
This is
Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Little pew pew on the beat, yeah. Little pew pew on the beat, what? Yeah. Welcome to Hear Me Out, yeah.
It's actually tough, bro. I'm not gonna.
Hold on, gotta finish the intro properly. Yeah. Yeah, we rapping. You wanna rap? Yeah. Hear me out. Yeah. Sue just got spanked by Lil Bruni. She came here, treat him like Dr. Phil. Damn, what a L. Dude, you suck. Bruna just spanked you. Sit down, think about it. But this is Hear Me Out. Yeah, this is Hear Me Out. Yeah, this is Hear Me Out. Yeah. This is Hear Me Out. This is Hear Me Out. This is Hear Me Out. Yeah. We talk about controversy. We have uncomfortable conversations. We don't censor nobody here. Well, except
Hey, let me
Sue.
tell you something, Purple Man. Don't you ever in your life
He wants to speak, but I didn't say he could speak. So, why does he choose to speak? Well, this is Hear Me Out.
That's why you ended the live when I told you to end the live.
Well, I didn't end it yet, so you are a fool.